move on, Aegis. The world doesn't have all day.
Well, sorry for the inconvenience. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Logitech Esports League powered by India. And right now, we are looking at a very important stage of the tournament. We've come down all the way from registrations, and right now, we'll be seeing that this particular set of teams will be battling it out for the 75,000 rupees of the prize pool, and top teams so from our country will battle it out from here. And with me, I have Zach joined today as I'm your caster Elika FTW. And Zach, how are you feeling? Excited enough? First day of
Of
event?
course, obviously, we're finally, we're past all the preliminaries, we're past all the teams battling it out for a spot, and we're here to the group stages. So it's going to be pretty exciting going forward to see how these teams perform. And it's a huge prize pool, and it's going to be really good to see how these teams try to get it and what kind of strategies and plans they have in play to get there.
Yes, we've almost seen how qualifiers went off, and this is going to be the group stages. And after the vigorous trainings that each and every player have had, they've come down to the final step of being, presenting themselves on the screen. That means on the live stream, everybody will be watching out for their gameplay, so they have to give the best out of them. And also, we also have something really little for the viewers out there. We are doing a giveaway right now for YouTube. All you need is to do is watch the stream until the end, answer the questions asked by the chat moderator, and keep supporting your favorite team by posting comments using hashtag LogitechG, hashtag Play Advanced, hashtag Logitech Esports, and you might actually be winning the giveaway. And also for the Facebook couriers, I've also got you how exactly to enter into the giveaway. That you need to tag 5 friends using hashtag LogitechG and again hashtag Play Advanced hashtags on our Facebook stream. So you might be winning a lot of prizes over there. And in order to know more about the prizes, go ahead and follow us on our Instagram. That is LogitechG.
So yeah, of course, Logitech, fantastic brand. I'm a Logitech host myself, of course. And if you want goodies, do participate in the giveaways and follow our socials for updates on these things. But meanwhile, I personally am really excited for today's tournament. After all, these are teams that have, like Elika mentioned already, sweated it out and are finally here to play for the big prize. They're gonna be going up against each other, and I'm really excited to see what kind of strategies they have in play, because Valorant is just one of those games that really like lends itself to strategy. It will be interesting to see how they can counterplay other teams, what kind of research they've done on their opponents, and of course, the new agent, the new map, all kinds of things coming up for us. So I am pretty excited to see
Yes.
how it plays out.
Yeah, I mean, after the new patch coming out, I'm pretty sure qualifiers might be easy for everybody and one of them, but coming out to group stages with that huge patch incoming, I guess it has already nerfed a lot of duelists over there. Recently, yesterday I was playing Race and I was wondering why I was not able to buy a boom bot when I had a ghost in my hand. And then I realized the patch came in. I mean, it is a lot effective when it comes down to the plays. I'm pretty sure out of this patch, the only benefited agents I see is Killjoy and Cypher. And Cypher going all hell in the country right now. I'm pretty sure that everybody's waiting for this massive amount of 75,000 rupees divided into two parts. That is the first with 50,000 rupees, and the second winner is going to be walking away with 25,000 rupees. And apart from that, Zach, what do we have for the best player of the tournament?
I mean, of course, the G402, one of the premier Logitech mouses. I would say I have a 502 myself. It's just very clean. You don't have a mouse like that. So apart from that, you'll also have some mug. You can go represent Logitech, feel cool about a jacket, wear your t-shirt out, drink your coffee from a mug, all kinds of fun stuff up for you. So I'm pretty sure that the best player of the tournament will be excited to get that stuff in his or her bag. So yeah.
Yes. There are a lot of teams participating currently, and being that one player, the one best player of the tournament, can be tough, Zach. I mean, we all know when it's a different when it comes down to match MVP, and it's different when it comes down to the entire MVP for the tournament. So that thing can be quite tricky, but I know each and every player have to put in their best, and yet the results will declare who. From that, I really want to speak about how qualifiers went through. Qualifiers were a difficult task now, but do you think that the before patch and after the patch right now, will it affect the play style in group stages?
I think it definitely will because of the whole patch. A lot of the agents have had to change their playstyle. For example, in the first run, we know that Sova is like a pick that you see on most maps, but now Sova's drone is 400, so you're not going to be able to buy shock darts if you're getting drone, and you want armor, or if you want a ghost, you're going to have to give up that drone as well. So a lot of players will have to get over the usual playstyle, compromise on utility they have, and especially with KO, his abilities are just insane. So. A lot of players have had to deal with the meta changes, with the pricing changes. A couple have gotten cheaper, but overall the abilities have really gotten expensive. Like again, another example, Phoenix, a very popular duelist. You used to be able to get light armor, a firewall, and a flash, but now you have to choose between one or the other. It's pretty hard. It's like because if you're used to a certain playstyle for like the last couple acts, and now everything has just been tossed away because of how expensive util might have gotten. It's gonna be pretty interesting to see how players adapt to it, especially since the patch is so recent.
Yeah, and I have an interesting thing to speak about. Previously, we've been watching double controller setup coming in for the map of Bind. And do you think this patch might, it has obviously raised the sentinels like Killjoy and Cypher. Do you think a double sentinel role can be made up in Bind right now? Because of we previously saw double controller, and now that the price have gone up and a lot of agents have been nerfed, do you think is it possible to see a sentinel lineup coming in? Like, sentinel as the main course player.
I think that the point of a sentinel is to be able to anchor one side because if you have double sentinel, it's going to be hard. You're going to have to compromise on initiators or duelists or other roles which are also integral for the team. And I feel like Killjoy has actually been kind of nerfed in the patch because they didn't change any of her other utility really, but they really messed around with the timings. Before, if you recall, your turret, it would be like 15 seconds, but now it's closer to 20. And it's just harder to, have that global positioning with the utility that you used to be able to have, even if you were even if you're like moving from A to B, you would be able to move it. So I don't think that double sentinel will really help that much because with Cypher, you can just give Cypher B side, maybe put like another controller there with them and leave it in peace. Like you can just play off the wires and stuff. But on Bind, especially, like I don't think it would be as effective. I feel like rather than have a Cypher and a Killjoy, it might be more effective to have a Sage with one of those agents. I feel like Sage has really made a comeback in the meta over the last couple of times because
Yeah.
that wall has just so much stalling power. It's really good, and combined with other agents, slows, it's the usual stuff. But it's just that after patches or even after like the couple. After like seeing how people can play Sage in like different metas, it's pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, I always feel like Sage always finds her way back to the game, finds her way back to the meta every single time. Initially, we saw her wall prices go up, and Sage was really being ignored a lot of times, even as a healer. People were, rather choosing rollers and sentinels over them. But I'm really happy as we move on to the schedule. Oh, interesting. Okay, we have two matches for Reckoning today, beginning with Reckoning Esports with Beyond Infinity Esports, and the second match is going to be happening between Outset Esports versus Reckoning. It's going to be a tough, a long day, and Reckoning. It's actually the new lineup coming to the play, if I'm not wrong, with Jiren, Godspeed, and a lot of other players. New talent for Reckoning Esports. And I guess when initially the tournaments begin for Valorant, Reckoning was on the hold for like a month or so. But then after a lot of roster changes, they lost their consistency. But now they're back in the action, and I'm really feeling very excited to see their new lineup going ahead and playing multiple tournaments.
Definitely, and today they have two matches in a row, so I feel like their lineup is definitely ready for like slaying out. And their new talent is pretty impressive. Like Jiren, such a versatile player. If you look at his career in comp, it's interesting because you've seen him on a controller, you've seen him on
Yes.
duelist. He's just a very consistent player. So I feel like Reckoning has really lucked out picking up such strong players. It'll be interesting to see if they've managed to adapt to the meta as well as their new team. So that should be good to see. However, by esports also a powerhouse in its own right. We've seen them play before. We know how incredibly strong their duelists are, and yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty strong matchup. Who do you think is going to win the Reckoning or by?
I have a feeling it's Reckoning because I've seen Reckoning giving out a tough fight against tier 2 teams in recently a lot of tournaments. So I'm expecting that they will put out a good fight, and I put my bets on Reckoning currently. But let's see. I mean, Jiren being one of my closest friends, and I've seen how they play. I've known Reckoning for a while now. They have the aggression. The name itself depicts a lot. But before we jump into the game, ladies and gentlemen, me and Zach are going to take a short break, and we'll meet you right back here with the match going live.
Yep, see you guys soon.
हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू दिस न्यू वीडियो एंड दिस इज मी सिक वॉरियर। ये जो नया साल है ये काफी ज्यादा रोमांचक होने वाला है एंड नया साल आया है तो नई चीजें लॉन्च होनी चाहिए, टेक्नोलॉजी एडवांस होनी चाहिए और जो आप गेमिंग पेरिफेरल्स, गेमिंग एसेसरीज यूज कर रहे हो ये भी एडवांस होने चाहिए। सो टुडे वी हैव विद अस G512 मैकेनिकल कार्बन कीबोर्ड। 2021 is here. सो जैसे ही हम इस कीबोर्ड को पकड़ते हैं और आप इस कीबोर्ड पे एक नज़र मारते हो, आपको दिखेगा द 5052 एल्युमिनियम मैग्नीशियम अलॉय का ये कीबोर्ड, जिसकी फिनिश पूरी कार्बन फिनिश है। मतलब ये जो आप टेक्सचर देख रहे हो, जो कलर देख रहे हो, पूरा कार्बन कलर है। आई लाइक इट दिस वे बिकॉज लाइट्स रिफ्लेक्ट करती हैं, उतना मज़ा नहीं आता, बट दिस मैट एड्स ब्यूटी टू माई होल सेटअप। ये तो हो गई लुक्स की बात, और अब अगर आप इस कीबोर्ड को उठाओगे तो आपको दिखेगा कि कितना हेवी एंड स्टर्डी कीबोर्ड है ये। जब आप इस कीबोर्ड के नीचे देखोगे तो आपको दिखेगा कि इसके नीचे जो ग्रिप्स लगे हुए हैं बहुत ही ज़्यादा सॉलिड है, और जब आप इसको अपने टेबल पे रखोगे और इंटेंस गेमिंग सेशंस के बीच में आप होता है कि कभी आपका हाथ हिल जाता है, कभी कभी आप कुछ कर रहे होते हो जिससे कि कीबोर्ड आगे पीछे सरकने लग जाता है, एंड पूरा एक काइंड ऑफ जो अरेंजमेंट होता होता है वो खराब हो जाता है, तो वो चीज़ नहीं होनी चाहिए। तो इसके लिए इसकी जो ग्रिप्स हैं बहुत ही सॉलिड हैं और साथ ही साथ इसके नीचे जो हैं यहाँ पर हाइट एडजस्टेबल स्टैंड्स दिए गए हैं जिससे कि आप इसकी हाइट को एडजस्ट कर सकते हो। और साथ ही साथ इसकी जो स्ट्रेंथ है वायर की वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग है। मैं आप कैसे बताऊँ, इस पे इसको खींच के तो बता नहीं पाऊंगा। यू गेट द पॉइंट, इट्स वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग। तो इसमें जो स्विचेस यूज किए गए हैं वो है GX ब्लू क्लिकी स्विचेस विच आर वेरी गुड एंड इनको मैं काफी टाइम से यूज कर रहा हूँ इन स्विचेस को एंड मुझे कोई भी शिकायत का मौका नहीं दिया है इन स्विचेस ने। जैसे ही मैंने अपना कीबोर्ड स्विच किया ना और इस पे पहली बार गेम खेला, यू कुड हैव सीन द रिएक्शन ऑन माय अनबॉक्सिंग वीडियो। आप जब मैंने इसकी लाइव स्ट्रीम पे अनबॉक्सिंग करी थी और जो रिएक्शन था वो लिटरली आप देखोगे तो आपको पता चलेगा।
Doesn't matter how skilled you are, if you don't get a good oh भाई कीज का रिस्पॉन्स टाइम कितना तगड़ा था। मैंने ऑल टैप किया, फट से ऑल टैप रजिस्टर हो गया भाई।
प्रेस करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, बहुत ही ज्यादा रिस्पॉन्सिव है। इससे क्या होता है, आपके जो एफर्ट्स होते हैं गेमिंग में वो कम हो जाते हैं एंड यूल डेफिनेटली एंजॉय योर गेमिंग मोर। इसकी जो लाइटिंग है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा एम्बियंट और परफेक्ट लाइटिंग है जैसे कि मुझे पसंद है। और जब आप इसको अपने पीसी से कनेक्ट करोगे और साथ ही साथ LogitechG हब सॉफ्टवेयर को डालोगे अपने पीसी में तो आप इसमें बहुत सारी चीज़ें कर सकते हो। तो अब मैं आपको इसकी कलर चेंज करके दिखाता हूँ LogitechG हब सॉफ्टवेयर से। कलर वेव है, ब्रीदिंग है, जैसे कि अभी ये देखो ब्रीदिंग इफेक्ट मैंने इसमें डाला है। ब्रीदिंग इफेक्ट कितना बढ़िया लग रहा है एंड you'll fall in love with this। स्टारलाइट हो गया, एको प्रेस हो गया, स्क्रीन सैम्पलर है। अब इसमें एक फीचर और है जो कि मुझे पर्सनली बहुत अच्छा लगता है G हब सॉफ्टवेयर में, जो कस्टमाइजेशन का, जिसका नाम है ऑडियो विजुअलाइजर। तो अगर कोई गाना चलाओगे तो उसकी बीट्स के अकॉर्डिंग यहाँ पर लाइट ऐसे छन 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 छन, मतलब आप समझ गए होगे राइट मैं क्या कहना चाह रहा हूँ। इसको जब आप प्रैक्टिकली खुद यूज करके देखोगे ना तो आपको बहुत ही ज्यादा अच्छा लगेगा। LogitechG हब सॉफ्टवेयर इज द कंप्लीट डेस्टिनेशन टू डू ऑल ऑफ दिस। ये जो RGB लाइटिंग है वो लाइट बंद करके कैसी लगेगी और कितना बढ़िया लगेगा लाइट बंद करके, तो लेट्स गो। तो गाइज यहाँ पर मैंने लाइट बहुत ज़्यादा डिम कर दी है, बंद कर दी है, मतलब अपने कमरे की ऑलमोस्ट सारी लाइटें बंद कर दी हैं। और यहाँ पर आप देखो कितना ब्यूटीफुल एंड शानदार दिख रहा है ये। और बहुत सारे कॉम्बिनेशंस हैं, फुल RGB 16 मिलियन से भी ज़्यादा आई थिंक कॉम्बिनेशंस हैं जो कि आप कर सकते हो। लाइटनिंग इफेक्ट है, लाइटनिंग इफेक्ट दे सकते हो, कॉन्ट्रास्टिक है और फ्री स्टाइल में बहुत सारे एनिमेशंस मिलेंगे आपको और यहाँ प्रीसेट्स में बहुत सारी चीज़ें मिलेंगी। सो फाइनली गाइज टू कंक्लूड दिस ऑल, अगर आप एक ऐसे कीबोर्ड की तलाश कर रहे हो, आप ई-स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर हो या प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर हो, आपको एक अच्छा कीबोर्ड चाहिए, द प्राइस एक्चुअली जस्टिफाइज what you are getting. You can check out the other gaming keyboards from LogitechG. बहुत सारे कीबोर्ड्स आते हैं, बजट में भी आते हैं, उससे ऊपर भी आते हैं और टॉप एंड के प्रोडक्ट्स भी आते हैं। So you can grab whatever you find in your budget. ये था मेरा ओवरव्यू ऑफ दिस कीबोर्ड और अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो तो प्लीज़ मेक श्योर टू लाइक एंड कमेंट सेक्शन में अपना कोई भी डाउट हो तो आप पूछ सकते हो। इस वीडियो को शेयर करना मत भूलना अपने दोस्तों के साथ, अपनी फैमिली के साथ, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ। दोस्तों और फ्रेंड्स ऑलमोस्ट द सेम, it's the same. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on my live streams. Bye guys.
Winning multiple awards for its exceptional performance and design, the G502 gaming mouse is without question one of the most celebrated gaming mice ever made. Now LogitechG has improved upon the iconic with a new superior high-performance model, the Logitech G502 Hero Gaming Mouse. As its name implies, the new and improved G502 Hero Gaming Mouse is equipped with the next generation Hero optical sensor. It more than lives up to its moniker with performance that far outpaces that of previous generation sensors, including the renowned PMW3366. The tremendous boost in its performance manifests itself with up to 16,000 DPI and the capability to exceed 400 IPS. All with zero smoothing and unbeatable accuracy. The Logitech G502 Hero Gaming Mouse also lands loaded with a wide range of customizable features. It boasts 11 programmable buttons, including a sniper button, which when held down switches the DPI to your precision aim preset. You can also tweak the mouse's balance to fit your personal preference, with 5 individual weights fine-tuning it from 121 grams to 139, whilst light sync technology means you can enjoy visually stunning RGB lighting across 16.8 million colours. It also enjoys onboard memory for storing up to 5 different profiles, adjustable DPI with DPI shift, upgraded click switches, and an updated braided cable. To find out more about the new Logitech G502 Hero Gaming Mouse, just hit up logitechg.com.
Hello good people, I am back with another review, and this time it's for the headset of my choice, which is the Logitech G Pro X headphones, which is pretty much the best headphones that I've used so far, period. The Pro series is all about design and collaboration with esports players, a range of products which is perfect for gaming. It's gonna give you everything that you need and nothing that you don't. When we talk about it feels really comfortable on the head when you wear it like for long durations of times. The headset feels really premium quality and it is quite stretchable, that means it's good head support. There is this like stamping of the Pro into the leatherette on the top, which looks really cool. And then on the sides there are these like aluminum hinges that is good for like adjusting according to your head size. And then on the sides there's also this like metal thingy which has the logo, Logitech logo on it, which looks really elegant. Like look at that, it's so shiny and cool. The headset does come with 2 sets of ear pads, one being this leather one and the other one being this like really soft mesh like quality. I personally prefer the leather one. I think it just suits my head shape and it goes really well with
and now we can, kind of have the same feeling about him. And it's going to be an entire mayhem created by Reckoning Esports. And it looks like Inferno, that little sneaky player over there, is going to be able to get a lot of frags. A full buy round, Zach, bringing it down to 1v2. How much economy damage is going to be done for Reckoning?
That was pretty well played by the side of Beyond Infinity because it was more or less a C stack, and they called it well. They expected that with these weapon upgrades they would be coming for the C execute, and they were really able to trade off each other and do quite a bit of damage. So I think that the side of Beyond Infinity will be pretty happy with themselves. The fact that they managed to get 3 guns off the board, 2 guns off the board because a player had a gun, one player only had a ghost, is pretty good for them. They're going to be happy, and now they're going to be coming into their full buy. We see 3 rifles as well as a Spectre plus a Bulldog. I think that some of them did go for some Sheriffs or Frenzies last round and they're kind of paying for it now. But both sides will seem to have guns. Especially, this is going to be very important for the side of OS. So yeah, it's early info being gathered from that Cypher.
Yep. Yeah, interestingly, Zach, we're actually saying Outset, not Beyond Infinity. So there's been a change in the schedule. We'll be watching Reckoning versus Outset right now, and that's why I was wondering why does NIS.
Yeah, I was wondering why OS is there.
Yeah, I was actually wondering what is OS, and I thought that I might be mistaken, but it turns out to be true. It's Outset versus Reckoning, and now it's full buy round for Outset, so they might have to get this round into the favor. They did get the spike planted down. Things are going to things are going to be really tough for Outset because it's a full buy round, and if they give away weapons into the hands of Reckoning, it's just a treat for Reckoning now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 2v2 situation right now, and yes, they will manage to take it down, and the defuse will be coming through. Well defended is what I would say. I like how they patiently waited to get that retake going. A couple of guns being picked up. I think they're going skin shopping, and the defuse will be coming through. I really like that play they did initially, with that Astra stuck, making sure that no one's holding the long angle, clearing it out. Counterplayed with that Cypher camera. That's pretty well done. It's just that unfortunately a couple of shots were missed, and the shading wasn't perfect because you can see when the jet dashed in, there was nobody to really help her out there. And even if the Cypher managed to get 3 kills, it wasn't going to be enough. It was pretty unfortunate.
It was unfortunate. I totally agree with you, but it was the most needed round for Outset as well. They've lost 2 rounds, and now finally after getting their full buy round, they had no option but to get Reckoning down, and they absolutely managed to do it. And now Reckoning with 2 rounds and 1 for Outset. I'm pretty sure Reckoning can still go for a full buy right now because they did not upgrade it to the rifles. Instead, they were playing with SMGs. If that's the case, it can be easy. And having a Breach pick over Haven, it's quite a very impressive pick again, because having Sova as an initiator always worked out as one of the best metas. But I guess we have Reckoning trying out different ways, and Panzer being one of the aggressive players. Trust me, Panzer, when he comes out in the field, he just goes all ale with the kills, but I guess this time he'll be getting taken down, unfortunately. I feel that the Astra's Cosmic Divide, I feel like it's a little towards for team Outset. I mean, it's there. I feel like it's their Cosmic Divide. I mean, it totally favored them to get all the kills, and of course the man advantage.
We good.
Well, that's one more round coming in for the defenders, and I think it was the other way around actually. The team of Reckoning put it that to prevent a push from the defenders, but when you have a huge man advantage, you saw the first kill immediately go down the Breach Peak taken down thanks to that lovely tripwire from Bones, and I feel like Bones is just doing a fantastic job as a Cypher. Like, he's doing his job, he's playing away from side, getting info, getting at least 1 pick off his utility, and he's really doing a good job. With that, we're going to see a bit of a broken by coming in for the side of Reckoning. They'd really have to pull off a miracle, and like you mentioned, Elika, I'm interested by the fact that they're playing Breach here, because Breach is one of those initiators that favors really aggressive plays, but I'm not really sure how it's going to go on this map. It's going to be a pretty hard pick. Oh, a nice Sheriff shot coming in, taking down Bones. Try to get that gun, and yes, Jet will be able to get it. It's going to be a 4v5 retake incoming. However, they do have guns. They do have it's only 1 player. Bit of solidity coming through. A beautiful shock dot will take down Panzer, and now it's going to be a 4v4.
it's gonna be a 4v4, and now with one man down from both of the tables, they might have to look for the advantage. And there you go, Deoxys brings in the advantage, and so will Anais. It's not a post plant. And now we have Breach all alone left for himself and Inferno. He's just making all the difference in the world with just pistol in his hand. The classic, it's working like a charm. Not only this round, I guess, remember the round where Reckoning went for the SMG by the second round, and he did such a good job as being an Omen. He's not only outplaying the enemies but also fulfilling the role for the team as a controller, and that will definitely give the lead for Outset for 3 rounds into the favor in the defending. And now we all know that Haven is a attacking side map.
Yeah, I mean, definitely it does favor attackers because you have 3 sides and there are a lot of interesting pushes you can do, a lot of fakes, a lot of control that can be bought. However, you see that Phoenix aggressing, he does have that run it back. Again, the Astra predicting it, they know that these ults are available, and Try Peek will come through and Bacon will be taken down. Bit of a ballsy move, I would say, but it did not go in his favor, and now it's going to be oh, okay. Nice flash. However, the race satchling past it will not be flashed by it, and Inferno will get to trade 2 kills. Tries to teleport back, but Orange Leaf will get it. Now it's going to be a 2v3. The ult will come through, and they know the locations of the players. They know that there is a player Heaven, and I think he's going for the stun to make sure that he's not on that angle anymore with that operator. They know the ecos. These players are very smart, and that Cam will also get some additional information. So I think that the Jet is just waiting for his teammates to come over so they can start this 2v3 retake. They know they'll position one player down long because that's where the Kunkers came from, and the other is going to be on site. So now they know exactly where both players are. A nice headshot comes through. 1v2 right now. One is under Heaven. Nice shot coming in. The ult will come through, and Anais manages to get it and will clutch it up for his team to take them to 4 points.
Yeah, that was a crazy round for Anais over there, and I told you, Anais being one of the very experienced player, coming all the way down from CS to Valorant. He's been coaching a lot of teams previously as well, but Valorant is a new game and everybody is looking out for the opportunities. He became a player and he is giving his best to this game as a Jet. And looks like within no time the tables have turned into the favor of Outset right now. 4 points for them. The defending in 2. Reckoning is still trying to stable their economy and put up a good fight. And it's going to be another eco coming in from Reckoning Esports. I think Reckoning Esports picking out a Breach was a really unexpected pick over there. But Astra has definitely, put out the balance between Breach and the Sova.
Oh my god, the race is already all the way through breathing down here. I think that a player might go down there, but Cypher somehow, a player somehow gets away with his life, and Bones will take him down. The ult will come through, giving a lot of information about the positions. This might even be a flawless at this rate. And yes, it is a flawless coming through for the side of Oasis. Outset, it's just that they had a lot of control with that race, but they played it so perfectly. They played it so patiently, just letting the ult exhaust itself. And finally, the side of Reckoning will have their guns again. Like you said, Alika, the Breach is a very interesting pick. I like how the side of Outset is dealing with this. Instead of fighting the Breach, fighting that aggression, they are going to go for the retake instead, and it just makes life so much easier.
Yep. It definitely does. As we move on to another round, and it looks like Outset is completely outsetting Reckoning. And Reckoning, they've been doing a lot of efforts in getting the push. They're getting the spike planted down, but I guess the post-plant positions are somewhere not in the favor for them. As Trust will take down the Cypher Scam, and now he's looking to satchel over towards the back of site, and yet he finds none. That means the entire A-bomb site has been left out empty. Nobody is actually watching it, and Cypher being smoked off is going to be the biggest drawback that currently Outset will be having. And Outset, they're left in a 5v5 retake, and mind me, I guess retakes can be really possible if they play it in the right way. And I guess with the run it back coming in and a wrong concussion at the wrong time, Trust is going to take down Bacon's ultimate. That means Panzer is going to press that W. So what? Gets himself a kill. But Bones, on the other hand, is making the difference. Gets himself a double again. And that is all left to our Orange Leaf, who tries his level best till the end. Gets a kill. And now he was left in a 1v1, which did not go into his favor. That means Outset will be putting down 6 rounds back.
Unfortunately, Outset do get, unfortunately for the side of Reckoning, Outset do get another round. It was It was close. Like, and again, like I mentioned, they're pretty confident about their retake. They knew they had that Phoenix ult. They knew they have a recon. They have all the utility that is just made for them to retake the site. They have ciphers, 2 cages. So for a second, it looked pretty good there because the Rays as well as I believe. The breach had like a pretty good combination going on. Raze especially kind of popped off there, got a couple of kills, but the trades were perfect from the side of Outset, and it was just pretty unfortunate. Meanwhile, the team of Reckoning seems to be stacked on mid, and you can see the Phoenix getting some control down C long after Sova clears it. So Phoenix will be able to hear if anybody's close, and it seems to be a B hit incoming as a smoke will come through. Jet dashes in, breach flash will enable them to clear it. Flashes his own teammate, but luckily for him, nobody was close by. The B side seems to have been taken, and again, you see them patiently waiting. They're watching to see if anybody is going to be reckless enough to push AOC, but nobody seems to be making that mistake. A couple of nice shock darts, go to the beautiful kill, which will be traded out by the Rays, and it's going to be a 4v4 no.
Yeah.
You are divided.
It all brings down to the deja vu moment for me, putting out a 4v4 retake, and it looks quite impossible for OS. But I guess the man advantage will eventually let them do that. As we have the Astra holding off very closely. That's going to be Panzer getting himself a double interest, ending up things. But Outset finally Reckoning, setting back so properly, and such an answer against Outset. I really love the way how Trist and Panzer, both of them were holding off each other on a crossfire. That is a kind of relationship I want currently between the Astra and the Raze. It went out really smooth.
Definitely, and Panzer was insane there. Like, he managed to get 1 kill, true, but once his position was no one managing to peek and get that other kill, making sure that his team retained the advantage that they had gained. That was pretty insane. Like, well played by Panzer, I would say. Again, you see the Astra utility, early tripwire, and you can see the camera being able to tag a player as well. Goes for the cage, will pop it, probably try to play around it. And we're going forward. You can see the Cypher. Beautiful advanced tripwire. Will do a lot of damage. Will barely get away with his life. 6 HP left. He's running for his life, his bones. And he will make it back to CT. Site will be taken. However, there is a man advantage. Badly. I mean, 6 HP still counts and he can still do something as long as he doesn't die from fall damage. It's going to be the Jet aggressing up. Again, I love how patiently these players are playing, waiting for somebody to get greedy. Also, almost goes down, but Omen manages to save his life. Bones on 6 HP, somehow gets another kill. Meanwhile, the flank though coming in from these guys will be able to get 2 more players. It's going to be just the Astra left on site. They don't know where she is. They know her approximate location. She's playing a bit forward. Will take down Deoxys, but the Omen is there for the trade, and that's 1 more round coming in for Outset. I really love how they're playing this defense. They're using the utility so effectively, and the aggression as well, 2 players coming backstab to just box them in is pretty awesome.
That's what I was speaking about. They did pick up Omen, which was quite unexpected, but at the same time, if you're comfortable in this skin, you can definitely outplay the agent, and I really am very proud of, Inferno to be going ahead and picking up Omen, countering the meta, I would say, and yet being in the lead right now with 7 points as the defending side in Haven. So it looks like a lot of counterattacks have been made by OS for this, and looks like Reckoning, after losing the previous one, they are set to go for an aggressive push over towards the sea. And there you go, Bacon with absolutely no effort goes ahead, grabs a double kill, and nice through the smoke, gets 1. And it's Trist with barely surviving, less than 30 HP, gets 1, and Orange Leaf is trying to make the difference over towards the Ceylons, and now he does not have the spike as well. The spike has been dropped and he's looking for the flank, and I'm pretty sure Deoxys will be taking that fight over, but Orange Leaf missing so many shots. This was not at all expected, and Deoxys will be getting the last frag, and that's 8 rounds in the defending for Outset. Looks like what I have predicted might go wrong totally today. And I guess I feel like Outset is trying to outplay Reckoning, which is completely working in for them. And I feel like everything Reckoning should be concentrating on right now is on utilizing their breach's ability at the max as possible, putting the aftershocks, the flashes, just to annoy the opponents so that they back out from a particular site. As I've told, the ultimate from Breach will be coming through, and so will be Trist carrying off that ultimate. Will be walking through the city. Unfortunately, there's no entry for them. But yeah, it's quite looking like it might be a 5v5 retake again as they're trying to get the spike planted down. And there you go. The Hunter Spirit did delay them, but the spike will go either way. We've got Cypher who's trying to clear some nasty angles, and Yox finds a frag with the shock on towards Panzer. Panzer, one of the best fragger currently at Reckoning India. And Bones gets one twist. He's going all hail, and right now it's all in the hands of Outset, and yet they managed to get that round against Reckoning. I don't know what exactly is wrong right now. Reckoning, they're taking the trades immediately. They are taking the Trist, Panzer. They're putting in everything they can, especially Jane as well. But yet they're not able to get the rounds. Maybe it's not all about the frags. It's about the post-plan positions we're talking about. Getting trades is another one thing, and taking unique post-plan positions which can help you counter the enemy's defense. That is something we are looking forward for. And I guess the entire audience is just so hyped up about OS and Reckoning right now. And I guess, audience, I've got a little surprise for you. We also have something for you guys. It's that we are giving away lots of Logitech's, merches and goodies. So all you have to do is watch the stream until the end, answer the questions asked by the chat moderator, and keep supporting your favorite team. Use hashtags LogitechG, hashtag Play Advanced, hashtag Logitech Esports League if you're watching the stream currently on Facebook, and tag 5 of your friends, and you might be winning their school course from Logitech. As we move down to the round, it's an eco, and I mean, obviously we've switched down to the second half, and looks like Outset is once again having the lead on the numbers right now. A 5v2 situation. Bones has definitely got that frag onto Lost Boss, leaving only 2 players in the round for Reckoning India. And Reckoning India, they are a little nerfed, to be honest. They have only 2 players, both of them are duelist, and the retake could have happened, but I guess it's not happening anymore. And right now, the last player, JN, will be receiving a lot of damage from different set of players from Outset. And there you go, that's the 10th round on board for Outset. Outset completely outplaying the entire Reckoning Esports. And Reckoning Esports, they're getting played inside the circle, and all Reckoning has to do is trust on each other, make the push happen, get the abilities at their max as they can use. Although on the other hand, I feel like Outset, they've come down to the double digits. All they need is 2 rounds to get the match point, and just 1 more to get the job done in the match. It's a 4 spy round coming in from Outset, and Panzer finds a frag over towards NS. That is 1 gun which has been dropped, and it's a C-long push coming in. Bacon gets 1, and Breach's flash will be countering as Trist spots 1 player out. Orange Leaf immediately trades it out for Deoxys, and right now we are left in a 2v2 situation with Breach absolutely 7 HP left. He's barely surviving, while the spike is actually getting planted down at the A-bomb site, and it actually does. Inferno gets the spike planted down, and both of them are playing over towards the CT, which means they already, kind of have an idea that the rest of players will be moving it forward through long or short. The backstab flank will be definitely coming, and meanwhile, Cypher will be watching their C team. Oh, never mind. He's come down to heaven, and now if he takes a look over towards Along, he might find a double crack. And I guess that will definitely be happening as Bones takes down Panzer. And Breach was barely surviving with less than 5 HP. So I guess that round did go into the favor of Outset once again. But Outset, they did lose a lot of guns over there, and it was definitely an outstanding eco round for Reckoning Esports. I'm really proud of them to be bringing it down to a 1v1 situation when it was a 4 spy round for Outset. So Outset losing a lot of guns in the previous round will let them, save SMG from the previous one, and a Vandal with the half shield. Reckoning coming back to defense, they're lacking the agent fix, if I'm not wrong, and Trist once again getting the entry over towards Bacon, which will lead JN to push up towards the C-bomb site, and the rotation has been called in for Reckoning.
Cage trigger.
3 players over towards the C right now. And there you go, Jen eventually finds the frag over towards NIS. That means the important fragger has been taken down. Not only JN, but Trist also managed to get a frag on towards Inferno, putting 2 players down with sleep, which means it's a 2v5 situation currently for Outset. And Outset, I don't think they have the economy to be going ahead and fighting against Reckoning at this point. I mean, at least at such huge disadvantage of the number of players alive. But yet we have both of the players trying to sneak along, and that is going to be an effortless kill for JN and Orange Leaf coming for immediate trade against Bones. Fourth round on board for Reckoning Esports, the first round in the defense for them, and they've beautifully outplayed the enemies. Well, Outset, all they need is just one more round, and I'm pretty sure they're looking into get for that one particular round.
They're almost, yeah, like you said.
Yep.
Like you said, they're almost at match point, and sorry about that, I had a small technical malfunction, but I'm back right now, and it's 11-4. Things are looking really good for Outset. I think they're pretty happy with themselves. Reckoning has a long road ahead of them if they want to come back from this. That's what I think. You already see the aggression. Jet trying to get her hands on some knives, I think. Yep, she will have those knives to work with, and they know that there are two players now on this A side, so I think you'll be seeing a rotation coming in towards the mid, trying to get some control. You see them playing default all over the map. Everybody is watching for pushes. They know how aggressive these players like to get. Jet already here sees one. I think she knows that one player is on the side. Will he have the timing on her? And nope, the beautiful right click will be coming in, and Inferno will go down to it. It's going to be a 4v5 already, and I think the side of Outset. I'm sorry, the side of Reckoning is pretty happy with themselves if they get another pick. It's going to be a 3v5 right now. They know one player's location. A lot of damage that will get that wall back kill, and it's going to be just the Cypher left gets a kill, whips the right click, and both will manage to get two players, but the Astra will finish it off, bringing a 5th round on the board for Reckoning.
Yeah, Reckoning. I mean, they're trying to make the comeback happen on the defense side. Defense side is actually working good for them compared to the attacking. But I guess that was just an eco round for Outset, which means they have a full buy round this time. And they really have to look forward for what executes have been coming in from Outset. And Reckoning Esports, they have an operator coming in through JN, and they know the stakes. If they lose the operator, not only their economy, but also a lot of things will be in stake. Their momentum will be lost. They've literally got 2 rounds back to back, and they can't be losing any more rounds against Outset, because Outset will eventually bring it down to a match point, and that's what I was expecting from Trist. An entry opening.
Yeah, I think that Cypher got pretty cocky with after that, putting that Cyber Cage down. Tried to take some control, but the Raze was ready for it with an aggressive push. It's going to be yet another push coming in from Orange Leaf as Cypher coming up pretty long down C. However, the operator will take down the Phoenix. It's going to be a 3v5 right now. Very tough position for the side of Outset. They are playing really well. Reckoning, even despite having like a 6 point, even being 6 points below the other team, they are still trying to make this comeback, and that's really respectable. So the C side seems to be pretty secure. Everybody is trying to go down B now because they know that there are players down C waiting for the picks. There is a player playing very close here. The Rays rotated over from A. I don't know if they'll expect him here right now, and they're just waiting. Jet will dash through.
Yeah.
Anais will.
Well,
Come on,
30 seconds left.
yes, well, I guess the Jet will be making quite a difference with double, but I guess it all comes down to loss. Wow. He literally took down 2 players back to back, which means Reckoning is almost on the verge of coming back. 6 rounds for them. All they need is 5 more. And looking at the economy of Outset, I don't think they'll be able to afford for a buy right now. And Bones, I think you should definitely go back for the upgrading pistols. Yep, they're gonna go for an eco right now, although Deoxys is trying to pick up a Spectre. I'm already seeing that Reckoning will be getting 7 rounds on board because we have an eco. And if Outset tries to surprise me with an eco round going into the favor, that would be even more interesting to watch.
Reckoning is definitely playing this to a T. The defense is absolutely perfect. A very conservative push seems to be coming in. The recon being used to clear multiple angles. Tripwire will be broken as well. They know that nobody's close to life. Breach Flash will come through. League Boss will get away with his life and will take down Anais as well. They got a little bit too aggressive there. Spike will be dropped, and the operator will be holding the spike as well. Nice shot coming in. Onto the Omen. It's just going to be the Cypher left, and Orange Leaf will take down his counterpart. course, it was an eco round. It was probably going to go in Reckoning's favor anyway, but the fact that they managed to pull it off with the flawless is pretty impressive. And yeah, like I said, they're pretty close to a comeback. 11-7 definitely looks more doable than before. I think that this is going to be a pretty crucial round for Outset, because if they don't win this, it's a good chance for Reckoning to be able to equalize the scores. And yes, you see that timeout coming in. I think that Outset wants to reconsider things before they go too wrong. And while this timeout is happening, though, you need to look at the ults on the board as well. So every single player on the side of Outset has their ult this round. So there's a lot of information. There's a lot of aggression that can come through with that Phoenix ult that run it back, and Jet has her knives as well. So I feel like a C hit would be pretty good, or an A hit as well, because you can use those Phoenix and those Omen ults in great combination to try and clear out a lot of angles on site. However, it depends to be seen how the side of Reckoning is going to counter this, because when you have 5 ults on the board and your team only has 1 or 2, it's going to be pretty hard for them.
Yeah. Well, times are tough right now, and I guess Outset will be going in for that timeout, and I'm pretty sure they'll be discussing all the strats right now. Losing so many rounds in the attacking, that's something that I haven't really expected, because they performed very well in the defending side, but when it came down to the attacking, they're lacking something. Or maybe Reckoning Esports is also as good as in defense compared with Outset when they were in defense. Well, slowly I feel like Haven is defending side of the map or what now. But yeah, I guess things will get into the place as the timeout has been recalled, and now we'll be seeing an aggressive play from Anais over there. Oh, sorry, that was JN, by the way. Although he's tagged down to 70 HP, he has to look forward, as we absolutely have no healers from both of the teams. Do you think having no healers might impact the game? It shows the game. It boosts the game for sure. But if it's not there, will you think it impacts the game?
I think that healing is always useful, but it's just depending on what utility you really want in your hands. Other than having a Sova, you have seen some teams play a Sage, but it depends on what you're comfortable with. A nice run it back, meanwhile, be coming through from Bacon, trying to make a lot of space through the CT. Will catch that Astra, putting down smokes at the wrong time, and poor Panzer will be taken down. It's going to be a 3v5 retake coming in, and this is a very rough situation for the side of Reckoning, because they don't really have the rounds to lose here. Omen tries to ult out and will be taken down. Meanwhile, Trispos jumps down, will be taken down. Anais. It's going to be just Orange Leaf left in a 1v3 situation. He knows the position of one player. We'll tag him a little bit and we'll try to stick the spike. But the lurk is coming in through mid and will take down Orange Leaf. Pretty unfortunate. But with that, Outset is at match point, and I think they're going to be pretty happy with themselves, because they still have 2 ults left. They have the Cypher as well as the Chet ult. This round, however, it might be a bit tough for them, because again you see the side of Reckoning does have their ults on board. They have their Astra ult for the retake. They have Raze. They have the Raze ult, which should clear up so much space. So it's going to be a bit of a hard task to try and finish this, but I feel that Outset does have a really good chance of winning this right now.
Yeah. Either way, I guess Outset have come down to the match, but all they're looking forward for is just those important kills, and Reckoning is not at all going to step back. They're only going to put one step forward, which is completely giving them the advantage over the number of players alive right now. They have a 2-man advantage, and I don't really think that Outset can get this round unless they are going to do some different strat execute over here. Orange Leaf has come down to the A-bomb site, and now that he was stuck in the Cypher trap, Bones' position has been revealed away. And it's just not Bones, it's his rest of the teammates as well. The spike is getting planted down at the A-bomb site, and that is Inferno, and Orange Leaf is trying to get the info. It's a 3v4 situation, and there you go. He just brought it down to a 3v3 situation, and this might look very interesting to watch. As you know, Jet has already dashed back off site, and it's all the hands. The last man alive. Not the last. Yeah, now it's the last guy. Jalen.
Nice fake will come through, and Cypher playing this really well. Tries to go for that right click, and Bones will clutch it up for his team. They managed to take it and win the game. Very, very well played by Outset, I would say. Like, I really liked how they played their rounds. Despite, their attacking didn't start off so well. But, once they figured it out, once they realized what Reckoning was doing, they were able to, perfectly counter-strat that. They realized that they had to play off the trades and they had to do well. And I think they really did a great job, especially in the last round when you saw just waiting using that Phoenix Cell to get so much
Yeah.
space, planting the spike. It was awesome.
As I told, I mean, it came down to 3v5 situation, and I was like, getting this double kill from Reckoning was a good idea. But I'm pretty sure if they have different set of strategies executing, it might actually be happening. And I don't know what happened. Just in a blink of an eye, all I see is JN versus Orange Leaf in a 1 versus 1. And of course, when you have someone like Orange Leaf, the round will go into your favor, definitely. And that's it. I guess we are done with the first map. That was Reckoning Esports versus Outset. All the way missed beyond infinity. Maybe we'll get back to the match next one. But before we come down to the MVP, the PvP strats, and everything, me and Zach will be taking a short break and we'll meet you right here.
Yep. See you guys soon.
Winning multiple awards for its exceptional performance and design, the G502 gaming mouse is without question one of the most celebrated gaming mice ever made. Now Logitech G has improved upon the iconic with a new superior high-performance model, the Logitech G502 Hero Gaming Mouse. As its name implies, the new and improved G502 Hero Gaming Mouse is equipped with the next generation Hero optical sensor. It more than lives up to its moniker with performance that far outpaces that of previous generation sensors, including the renowned PMW3366. The tremendous boost in its performance manifests itself with up to 16,000 DPI and the capability to exceed 400 IPS. All with zero smoothing and unbeatable accuracy. The Logitech G502 Hero Gaming Mouse also lands loaded with a wide range of customizable features. It boasts 11 programmable buttons, including a sniper button, which when held down switches the DPI to your precision aim preset. You can also tweak the mouse's balance to fit your personal preference, with 5 individual weights fine-tuning it from 121 grams to 139, whilst LightSync technology means you can enjoy visually stunning RGB lighting across 16.8 million colours. It also enjoys onboard memory for storing up to 5 different profiles, adjustable DPI with DPI shift, upgraded click switches, and an updated braided cable. To find out more about the new Logitech G502 Hero Gaming Mouse, just hit up logitechg.com.
हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू दिस न्यू वीडियो एंड दिस इज मी सिक वॉरियर। ये जो नया साल है ये काफी ज्यादा रोमांचक होने वाला है एंड नया साल आया है तो नई चीजें लॉन्च होनी चाहिए, टेक्नोलॉजी एडवांस होनी चाहिए और जो आप गेमिंग पेरिफेरल्स, गेमिंग एसेसरीज यूज कर रहे हो ये भी एडवांस होने चाहिए।
So today we have with us G512 mechanical carbon keyboard.
2021 is here. सो जैसे ही हम इस कीबोर्ड को पकड़ते हैं और आप इस कीबोर्ड पे एक नज़र मारते हो, आपको दिखेगा द 5052 एल्यूमिनियम मैग्नीशियम अलॉय का ये कीबोर्ड, जिसकी फिनिश पूरी कार्बन फिनिश है। मतलब ये जो आप टेक्सचर देख रहे हो, जो कलर देख रहे हो, पूरा कार्बन कलर है। आई लाइक इट दिस वे बिकॉज लाइट्स रिफ्लेक्ट करती हैं, उतना मज़ा नहीं आता, बट दिस मैट एड्स ब्यूटी टू माई होल सेटअप। ये तो हो गई लुक्स की बात, और अब अगर आप इस कीबोर्ड को उठाओगे तो आपको दिखेगा कि कितना हेवी एंड स्टर्डी कीबोर्ड है ये। जब आप इस कीबोर्ड के नीचे देखोगे तो आपको दिखेगा कि इसके नीचे जो ग्रिप्स लगे हुए हैं बहुत ही ज़्यादा सॉलिड है, और जब आप इसको अपने टेबल पे रखोगे और इंटेंस गेमिंग सेशंस के बीच में आप होता है कि कभी कभी आपका हाथ हिल जाता है, कभी कभी आप कुछ कर रहे होते हो जिससे कि कीबोर्ड आगे पीछे सरकने लग जाता है, एंड पूरा एक काइंड ऑफ जो अरेंजमेंट होता है वो खराब हो जाता है। तो वो चीज़ नहीं होनी चाहिए। तो इसके लिए इसकी जो ग्रिप्स हैं बहुत ही सॉलिड हैं, और साथ ही साथ इसके नीचे जो हैं यहाँ पर हाइट एडजस्टेबल स्टैंड्स दिए गए हैं, जिससे कि आप इसकी हाइट को एडजस्ट कर सकते हो। और साथ ही साथ इसकी जो स्ट्रेंथ है वायर की, वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग है। मैं अब कैसे बताऊँ, इस पर इसको खींच के तो बता नहीं पाऊंगा। यू गेट द पॉइंट, इट्स वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग। तो इसमें जो स्विचेस यूज किए गए हैं वो है GX ब्लू क्लिकी स्विचेस, विच आर वेरी गुड, एंड इनको मैं काफी टाइम से यूज कर रहा हूँ इन स्विचेस को, एंड मुझे कोई भी शिकायत का मौका नहीं दिया है इन स्विचेस ने। जैसे ही मैंने अपना कीबोर्ड स्विच किया ना और इस पे पहली बार गेम खेला, यू कुड हैव सीन द रिएक्शन ऑन माय अनबॉक्सिंग वीडियो। आप जब मैंने इसकी लाइव स्ट्रीम पे अनबॉक्सिंग करी थी, और जो रिएक्शन था वो लिटरली आप देखोगे तो आपको पता चलेगा।
Doesn't matter how skilled you are, if you don't get a good oh भाई कीज का रिस्पॉन्स टाइम कितना तगड़ा था। मैंने ऑल टाइप किया, फट से ऑल टाइप रजिस्टर हो गया भाई।
प्रेस करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, बहुत ही ज्यादा रिस्पॉन्सिव है। इससे क्या होता है, आपके जो एफर्ट्स होते हैं गेमिंग में वो कम हो जाते हैं, एंड यू विल डेफिनेटली एंजॉय योर गेमिंग मोर। इसकी जो लाइटिंग है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा एम्बियंट और परफेक्ट लाइटिंग है, जैसे कि मुझे पसंद है। और जब आप इसको अपने पीसी से कनेक्ट करोगे और साथ ही साथ LogitechG हब सॉफ्टवेयर को डालोगे अपने पीसी में, तो आप इसमें बहुत सारी चीज़ें कर सकते हो। तो अब मैं आपको इसके कलर चेंज करके दिखाता हूँ LogitechG हब सॉफ्टवेयर से। कलर वेव है, ब्रीदिंग है, जैसे कि अभी ये देखो ब्रीदिंग इफेक्ट मैंने इसमें डाला है। ब्रीदिंग इफेक्ट कितना बढ़िया लग रहा है, एंड you'll fall in love with this। स्टारलाइट हो गया, एको प्रेस हो गया, स्क्रीन सैम्पलर है। अब इसमें एक फीचर और है जो कि मुझे पर्सनली बहुत अच्छा लगता है G हब सॉफ्टवेयर में, जो कस्टमाइजेशन का, जिसका नाम है ऑडियो विजुअलाइजर। तो अगर कोई गाना चलाओगे तो उसकी बीट्स के अकॉर्डिंग यहाँ पर लाइट ऐसे छन 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 छन, मतलब आप समझ गए होगे राइट मैं क्या कहना चाह रहा हूँ। इसको जब आप प्रैक्टिकली खुद यूज करके देखोगे ना तो आपको बहुत ही ज्यादा अच्छा लगेगा। LogitechG हब सॉफ्टवेयर इज द कंप्लीट डेस्टिनेशन टू डू ऑल ऑफ दिस। ये जो RGB लाइटिंग है वो लाइट बंद करके कैसी लगेगी और कितना बढ़िया लगेगा लाइट बंद करके, तो लेट्स गो। तो गाइज यहाँ पर मैंने लाइट बहुत ज़्यादा डिम कर दी है, बंद कर दी है, मतलब अपने कमरे की ऑलमोस्ट सारी लाइटें बंद कर दी हैं। और यहाँ पर आप देखो कितना ब्यूटीफुल एंड शानदार दिख रहा है ये। अब बहुत सारे कॉम्बिनेशंस हैं, फुल RGB 16 मिलियन से भी ज़्यादा आई थिंक कॉम्बिनेशंस हैं जो कि आप कर सकते हो। लाइटनिंग इफेक्ट है, लाइटनिंग इफेक्ट दे सकते हो, कॉन्ट्रास्टिक है, और फ्री स्टाइल में बहुत सारे एनिमेशंस मिलेंगे आपको, और यहाँ प्रीसेट्स में बहुत सारी चीज़ें मिलेंगी। सो फाइनली गाइज, टू कंक्लूड दिस ऑल, अगर आप एक ऐसे कीबोर्ड की तलाश कर रहे हो, आप ई स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर हो या प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर हो, आपको एक अच्छा कीबोर्ड चाहिए, द प्राइस actually justifies what you are getting. You can check out the other gaming keyboards from LogitechG. बहुत सारे कीबोर्ड्स आते हैं, बजट में भी आते हैं, उससे ऊपर भी आते हैं, और टॉप एंड के प्रोडक्ट्स भी आते हैं। So you can grab whatever you find in your budget. ये था मेरा ओवरव्यू ऑफ दिस कीबोर्ड, और अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो तो प्लीज़ मेक श्योर टू लाइक, एंड कमेंट सेक्शन में अपना कोई भी डाउट हो तो आप पूछ सकते हो। इस वीडियो को शेयर करना मत भूलना अपने दोस्तों के साथ, अपनी फैमिली के साथ, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ। दोस्तों और फ्रेंड्स ऑलमोस्ट द सेम, इट्स द सेम। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग। आई विल कैच यू ऑन माई लाइव स्ट्रीम्स। बाय गाइज।
Impressive review of the Logitech keyboard from Sequoia, I would say. I was kind of, I'm pretty sure Zach was into that keyboard when he said, the switches about the keyboard. I knew she was talking about him. Yeah. The way he even presented the review was so good. It was like friendly. I mean, anybody who was, who kind of know Hindi and who are into Desi languages, they can easily get what kind of jokes he was using to get the keyboard. But yeah, 16 million plus combinations, dude. That's deadly, Zach. That's deadly.
I mean, as a gamer, I appreciate the tech, but as a person, I'm just very simple about it. If it clacks, I want that keyboard, and that keyboard definitely looked really clackety. So I think that we will be coming up with a scorecard soon for the previous match. Again, a reminder: Reckoning Outset won it. Reckoning tried to make a comeback. It was on the map of Haven and Bones. Bones was pretty much a standout player for overall, I would say, as a cipher, he played it so well, leaving the side for retake, always getting at least one or two kills off his tripwires, 5 first splits to cipher, and all of that is because of how he played on site. I think that bodes definitely a commendable job for this match. Following him will be Fluff, 19 kills. As a solo, I feel like he did quite a bit. You saw his recons, you saw his ult come through the drone. Definitely a lot of info needed, and the rest of the players as well. You know, it was overall a very good team effort. Everybody did their part, but Bones, man, even when you looked at the trades he had, the clutches he had, Bones was just brilliant for the side of Outset.
Yeah, Ons is one of the best brilliant players, I would say. I mean, he is one of the upcoming players into a tier 2 level, I would say, because he has been putting in those efforts for a long time and playing an agent which is supposed to anchor a side and yet being on top of the fracking department. Now, that is something really unique from Bones. There comes two types in a player: the agent pick and play and the aggression and the frags they do. And I guess both of them combined together, Bones is outstandingly very good, and I'm pretty sure that he might be the MVP for the current match, as Outset have carried away with the win, of course, against Reckoning. I mean, Reckoning, man, they did try their level best, and here we are, Chaos the Bones being the MVP with 22 kills, 12 deaths, 3 assists, and that is a 1.83 KD, almost close to 2 KD. Now, that is something very impressive.
Yeah, it was a pretty good match. Like I think that Reckoning really deserve a lot of credit for that comeback that they almost pulled off, but Outset they played it perfectly towards the end as a very strong defending half, and on attacking they were able to they were able to make sure that they manage to make it work and win the map for themselves. However, the second map is going to be FlameXSerenity versus Reckoning Esports, and Reckoning has another chance. It's not over for them yet. They will be playing again, and we've gotten the map vetoes coming through. The first map that has been banned is going to be Haven. Reckoning chooses to ban Icebox. Split is banned as well as Bind. So the map that we will be seeing today is going to be the map of Ascent.
Yes, Ascent looks quite interesting, but we also have a head-to-head player card coming in through. That is Bones versus Trist. Trist, I believe he was actually playing Race, and he did most of the job over there. I would say for coming in from Reckoning Esports, he had 14 kills, 15 deaths, 7 assists. 7 assists from Race. That is a very deadly number of assists, I would say. And Bones, we know what kind of aggression he was trying to show against all of the members from he quite was successful at it. And because that's one of the reasons how exactly Reckoning could not walk away with the win over Outset. I mean, when they came down to the defender side, they had the strong hold, but sometimes it all depends on the rounds that you've given away for the opponents. And it was too late for Reckoning to even realize that Outset was so close to beating that damn match point. And yes, they did. And when it came down to the 1v1, of course, when you have someone like Orange Leaf, things get very easy. As we move, I feel like, we are done with the map veto, as Zach was speaking about, and looks like we'll be going in for the map of Ascent, where, to my surprise, Reckoning will be starting off at the attacking. We saw Haven them starting off at the attacking side, and Ascent starting off in the attacking side. Do you think attacking is something that they can grab most number of rounds, especially Reckoning Esports and their lineup?
I think that we'll have to see what kind of lineup they'll be going in for this time, because you did see them go in for Breach as their initiator instead of Sova on the previous map. So I really don't think they'll be doing that, because I personally feel that Ascent is one of Sova's strongest maps. A lot of wall bankable spots. We've seen that Odin and how annoying it can really be. So
Yes.
I don't think they're gonna go for another initiator apart from Sova. However, they might make some changes if they really want to breach. They could go for a single duelist instead. We've seen that from other teams before. it could be anything. Breach is so good right now after the buff, because if you look at the way he can be played, you've seen his ult as well as his concussion. They take over a lot of areas. So Breach definitely does have a lot of potential. Even though they've like reduced the number of flashes, he's still very powerful. And
Yeah.
if Reckoning, if they really want to go for a Breach, they could go for a Breach instead of say like Arena or a Phoenix. So it depends to be seen. We saw them very well last time. The race satcheling with the Breach as a combination was really really good. So it remains to be seen how they're gonna go forward.
Yeah, right now we also have the FlameXSerenity's lineup coming in through the phase right now. There is Musky OP, Water, Falcon, Andy, Element, and Reaper, the 6 players from FlameXSerenity. And I guess this is actually a new lineup, or it's one of the underdog teams, because I haven't seen any of these players previously, at least not in my eye. And I'm hoping that these new players will be putting out a difference, as we have Reckoning Esports lineup coming in. We have Jane1 who plays Jet, we know Orange Leaf plays Cypher, we have Lost who also plays the controller, we have Godspeed is one of the most experienced and one of the best players that Reckoning has got right now. As a coach, he's very good. As a player, he's even more outstandingly good, but unfortunately I guess we did not see him playing today. We had Panzer Trist, Lost, and Jane one along with Orange Leaf.
I mean, maybe that's why they didn't make a better comeback, or we might end up seeing him play in this match as well. So I think that on the map of Ascent, there are some things that you'd call traditional when it comes to picks for agents. I think that hopefully we will see a lot of Astra play coming through. Personally, I really love Astra, such a good agent.
Yes.
Even with the nerf, I
I mean,
feel
you
that
are
she's
Astra main, so I guess it explains.
I just play controller, so I love Omen as well. But I feel like the global utility, like I mentioned, that Astra really brings to the table. I would be very excited to see it. I also want to see how the nerfs are going to impact it, because now there's like a lot of time between concussive stuns and pulls, which you can do with Astra. So I want to see if an Astra player can actually use it, because last time when we saw the Astra being played, it was just like 1 or 2. We only saw the pull coming in initially when they were trying to get A control. So I feel like there was more they could have done with the Astra last game. Also that ult. I've always found it to be one of those very annoying ults that is very situational. So I would really like to see how it's going to be played, especially compared to Omen's very effective ult. However, I feel like a very strong lineup, if they are going to be running an Omen over the Astra, is going to be having a Killjoy, because with that Killjoy lockdown, it is very easy to take certain sites, especially if an Omen can just ult into site for that information, getting some control ahead of the players, that kind of thing. So, Sova is a must. Controller, of course. I'm not sure if we'll really see a Sage here. We have seen it from some EU teams or NA
Yeah.
teams, but again, it's I really don't be seeing that as we go forward. So, like we mentioned, the map vetoes have come through, and with Haven Split, Bind, and Icebox being thrown away, we are going to be playing Ascent. It's personally one of my favorite maps. It's really fun to play. You can do so many different kind of executes. Mid is always so strong with vandals as well as operators. A lot of potential. So because, like I said, because of the white spaces in Ascent, I think the Jet is one of those agents we'll definitely be. We'll see Jet being picked a lot.
Yeah. I think Jet will be picked by default no matter what. And along with Jet, I'm definitely expecting Killjoy or maybe a Cypher. Most probably, defending side might be picking up a Cypher and the attacking might go for a Killjoy. That's what mostly I have noticed. And on the other hand, I pretty much feel like Reckoning won't be going in for a Killjoy. That means we might be seeing a Cypher, because when you have someone like Lost and one of the best ciphers in the country, I definitely tell you to go ahead and pick up Cypher instead of KJ. Not only that, and speaking about controllers, of course, the Astra is definitely has caught my eye. Not only my eye, I think it has caught the entire esports industry's eyes, especially the players who are trying to, build up new meta. We've always adapted metas from North American games and Southeast Asian games. It's high time that we make our own meta when it comes down to especially the country of India, because we pick agents according to our comfort, as we saw Omen in the previous game. Now that is something different that we have seen out of a long time. I've completely stopped seeing Omen after the Astra's arrival, and I guess we'll be most probably not seeing KJ or Cypher when it comes down to KO being released to the official tournaments in KO. Wow, he is such a I mean, outstanding agent, I would say. He can almost get the control of most of the agents over the game. And now that his abilities are really unique, and it actually takes a lot of time for you to understand that what has happened when it okay, uses his ability. As we move down to the selection screen, and wow, Zach, I think as you said, we'll be seeing out Panzer on Astra, of course, but I don't think we'll be seeing some kind of same play from FlameXSerenity. Element is going to be picking up that open.
Interesting. I do see that Orange Leaf, we've always seen him on Cypher, but he is going to be going in for that Killjoy. Lost Boss, meanwhile, messing around with us for a bit, putting his finger on that KO, but he is going to be going in for that Sova. I think that KO is definitely going to be an agent that is going to be picked a lot because it's just so versatile. It gives you a lot of info. His knife is almost like a Sova recon in that way. Within a range, it not only locks on people's ability, but it tells you exactly whose abilities you've locked on. So, while it might not be as clear cut as a Sova recon, it does still nevertheless give you that info, so you will be able to plan around it. And the fact that it just shuts down util is so useful. Meanwhile, though, for the side of the defenders, Water is going for that Raze and Reaper is going for that Jet. So it might be a little bit hard for them without those flashes to really be able to push into side. On the opposite side, though, you have Trispos going in for that Phoenix. We saw him frag out on the Raze last game. It's going to be him on the Phoenix this game. And I think that both sides have like a pretty good lineup. It's just going to come down to who can hit the shots better, I suppose, at the end of the day. And who can trade better. So, like I mentioned, Sova a must-have on this map. Raze, not a bad pick. Satcheling, going into side can definitely draw off a lot of attention, especially if you have a Killjoy turret in place. I think it's a pretty good matchup. Very similar team comps, just two agents defending on each side. And I think the difference maker might come down to the Phoenix ult at this point because run it back, only 6 points, you plant the spike, you get 2 kills, you die, you take the orb. You're going to be, basically if you're a good enough player as a duelist, you're going to be ulting every 2 or 3 rounds. And that's a lot of vital info that your team can really use. It's basically an extra life. So either you get a couple of kills or it tells you where exactly players are and your teammate can take the trade for your ult. So another thing that I really like in the new patch is how it shows you if you kill the Phoenix ult, Before you'd be questioning like, hey, did you kill it? No, I didn't kill it. Did somebody else kill it? No, that's not the case. But now if somebody killed the ult, it's just going to show up on the screen. So I really like that.
Yeah. The most important thing that I'm looking forward right now is the aggression coming in from the attackers. That is Reckoning Esports. And looks like the Jet is definitely going to get the job done as he dashes in towards the bomb side. But importantly, I feel like Raze is a really good pick from the defending side because you can entirely stop the push. Planted. But Raze was playing over to his B bomb side, so that was quite unexpected as Lost is trying to get a frag. But unfortunately, it's Reaper who gets one. That is the first kill has already been given for Reckoning Esports, and now losing a player can be quite tricky for them.
Wait, I can see the Jet ready to break the recon.
Yeah. And this retake can be quite tricky because it's from to a 5v4. And now with a lot of damage being done and Reckoning getting multiple kills, I feel like this might come down to 1v2. And absolutely it does for Panzer. It really doesn't matter for him. He's going to just go grabs it for triple. And now I feel like I'm just seeing Zach play over towards under heaven right now.
Okay, dude. I don't think I can do that. But Panzer, though, what a clutch coming in. Thank you for the comment. What a clutch coming in from Panzer. 22 HP. Just beautiful. You see the frenzy is it just melts people in that close range. Of course, he did have a little bit of help from his teammate. We did see somebody dig that Omen beforehand. He was 20 HP as well. But either way, that was an amazing clutch. 3k on the round for Panzer, managing to win it. And it will take the round in for Reckoning. I think they'll be pretty happy with themselves. Now, you see that the team of FlameXSerenity is going to be on Eco. They just have a bunch of pistols. Panzer already getting an entry, getting that first kill. You can see Jet following the drone, trying to create space for her team. I think that one player will be spotted, Element will be noticed, and he will have to fall back as Jet will take control. Or holding down short, waiting for somebody to push. It's gonna come down to a test of patience and timing. As the rest of the players seem to be going in towards that B side. So Lost Boss as well. They're really taking a lot of control here. I like this a lot. The patience, clearing out every angle, waiting for somebody to make a mistake.
Yep. Well, I guess the mistake has been made, and now Reckoning is trying to go all hell against
one enemy remaining.
But I somewhere feel like, that Falcon can do some job, maybe get a kill. or maybe not, as he's being pulled by the gravity, and I don't think it's gonna be happening anytime soon as Triss takes Falcon down. And that's 2 rounds for Reckoning Esports, and I'm really happy to say Reckoning grabbing the first 2 rounds. I mean, that's exactly what they have done even in the previous match. They've got the first 2 rounds, but yet Outset, they completely got the rest of the rounds into the favor. And now I'm looking forward for I'm also looking forward for Serenity to go for a full buy right now. Yep, they're going in for a full buy, and now they should be really careful. If they lose this, you know what's at stake, Zach. The entire economy can be destroyed.
Yep. Or again, you see Reaper with a bit of aggression. He's not going as forward as before. A gravity well will come through, making sure that nobody is here so the Phoenix can get the orb. Already also putting on an alarm board, making sure that nobody is close by in the smoke, because we've seen it before. You know, when there's an omen smoke like that, of course there's going to be a judge there. However, the alarm board will clear it out, and Orange Leaf will take it back. So it's going to be a 5-5. They're playing this really patiently. Reaper might end up peeking this. Sova drone will come through as well. Nice smoke will come through, and Jet will fall back. Drone clearing out vines, making sure that nobody has managed to push up in the meantime. And following that, it's going to be the run it back coming through. Yep. Phoenix ult creates a lot of space. Spots will play under heaven, I think, and will take him down 2 HP, but it's just the ult, you know, it's perfectly fine. Jet will grab that gun, and it's going to be a 4v5 retake. The spike should be going down any second now.
Well, I guess with the spike going down, it's all in the hands of Reckoning Esports to get the both transitions into the favor. And Jane is trying to show some quite aggression, and that Astra's Cosmic Divide is going to be making a lot of changes. Jane gets flashed, he gets needed, and now yet he's alive, up and running. He's trying to get frags.
One enemy remaining.
One, he gets another one. That's a double, leaving Falcon all alone by himself, and that is a full buy round. Not going into the favor of FlameXSerenity. In turn, he's trying to get as many as frags as possible, but is the time enough for him to put down a 1v2 clutch is my question. And eventually Jane will put him back to sleep. That means we are seeing 3 rounds back to back for Reckoning, and they are really pissed off against what happened in the last match.
This is what, yeah, I think that this is what I'm talking about with Phoenix. You know, you get a couple kills in the first round, you just chill, you go do some orb farming, go to B, get the orb, go to A, get the orb, and after that the Phoenix ult is gonna come through. And you saw how really good it was because it created so much space. You clear outside, you spot a player under heaven, you can push him, you don't have to care about it because it's just your ult at stake, and even if you die, your teammate will be getting that trade. And combined with that Astra ult, my god, the utility usage is so perfect coming into the side of Reckoning, and it's just really appreciable, you know, how these players are playing at this level. Again, the Sova drone will come through. One player will be spotted due to the recon bolt, but then he's just going to sit in a safe space and will be droning. And the side of FlameXSerenity is going to be on an eco right now. You see those sheriffs. Of course, we can never discount sheriffs. Really effective. I think that the Jet might be double peaked here. We'll spot the Omen shoulder, but Omen will get away with his life a little bit tagged up, but nevertheless very much alive. And I think the call is going to come through to rotate. They are going to be going to try and make a B hit instead because they have 4 of those plays now stacked up on that A side. They might realize there's only 1 on B. They're just playing this really slowly, waiting for mistakes from the side of FlameXSerenity because they do know that there is an advantage when it comes to guns, and they don't really want to offset it. The Killjoy will be taken down, leaving A side open, no utility in the space to block them off. 2 kills left. Sorry, 2.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh, a nice shot from Reaper will take down to Sova, but the shade will be taken immediately by Jet. 3 kills already. Last player is going to be down mid and will be spotted. Phoenix should take him down, and yes, another round coming in for the side of Reckoning. Expected round, of course, seeing that it was an eco for the opponent, but well played by them. A nice shot from Reaper does take down 1 gun, but I don't think they really have to worry about it because look at the money, it's insane. All of them have a lot of money. It's just going to come down to who can really do better. Finally, we see the AWP coming in though for Reaper, and we've seen Astra use a utility before. You've seen Astra manage to clear out angles where the AWP might be. We've seen how effective it can be. I think they might be doing that again. A pull will come through the gravity well, dragging it down. Luckily, the dash is there. A push will come through from trying to get the trade, but the off shot will miss again, and Jet will take him down. It's going to be the B side is going to be taken. Nice smokes, and I think they just have to clear backside, and they're going to be doing that very patiently. Once that's done, it's going to be pretty much, I think this is going to be a very hard retake for the side of FlameXSerenity once the spike goes down. The ult will come through trying to stop the plant. Doesn't really get any tags, I think, or damage. I think it hits the Jet. That's gonna be one player at half
Spike
HP,
planted.
but the spike will go down. Element, meanwhile, will be tagged by that Sova drone, and I think he's waiting for a smoke so he can smoke off main. There is Orange Shift waiting at the main. Andy is gonna be coming through late. Will be detected by the alarm bot, and I think they're just gonna try and wait for exits. The Sova drone as well spots one player. Nice shot from Orange Leaf will take him down. It's going to be a 2v4 now. Very hard retake. They know their place location as well. One will be taken down, and the other will go down as well. An almost flawless round coming in for the side of Reckoning, taking them to a nice score of 5-0. Wow.
Yeah, that was definitely an interesting round over there. I would pretty much say that 5 rounds back-to-back Reckoning Esports is just going all hail against them. I think they're not going to stop anytime soon. They're not going to stop anytime soon. Even with the amount of aggression they are putting, it only feels like they're just going to keep continuing that. They're going to keep continuing that till they get the results. And they definitely are. Exactly.
I mean, YFX1 isn't broken. A bit of aggression from that Jet does the damage. Takes on one player, does a lot of damage to the other, but will get shaded out, and it's going to be a 4v3 again. The Jet is stacked up, however, so this is still doable even with the guns they have. It's not completely lost. Will dash in and get that door closed. 39 HP on the Jet, 1 bullet, but will still manage to do a lot of damage to the Omen. His teammate will be taking another kill. It's going to be a 2v4 retake right now. Knows one player's location, will push him. Unfortunately, will get a bit greedy, and 2 kills off the Sheriff, leaving them in a 2v2. These guns are takeable, and yes, Sova will be able to get one of those guns. Orange Leaf again playing that main position, so crucial. He has that lockdown as well if he wants to do anything. Andy, however, will pop his lockdown as well. It's not the best ult, honestly, because the Killjoy ult can be used better. However, Orange Leaf will be tagged up here, and they will have to take that fight. Gets that kill. It's going to be a 2v1. Beautiful shot coming in from Orange Leaf. Will be able to keep his teammate from feeling the pressure, I suppose. That was so well played.
That was a crazy round in Reckoning. I feel their confidence. I thought, Reckoning might be going a little off guard compared to their, performance in the previous game. I thought they might go down a little down, but I guess that nothing is gonna matter for them. They're just gonna keep continuing their aggression. They're gonna keep doing what they have done so far, and if it's working out for them, then why not? We're gonna keep doing that. If one particular strat is letting them to get rounds back to back, and I mean they have to stick for it. They need to stick to it, and they definitely have. As we move to another round, I hopefully feel like this round can, might be coming into the favor for them.
Oh no!
And I hopefully that
Phoenix
is totally. Yup, that's totally unexpected. And now with the lockdown coming in, look at him. Look at Sova. He was standing so close to the lockdown. But yeah, not a problem. It is a 4v5 situation with 1 man down. Again, Reckoning having the man advantage. And look at JN. Once the smoke goes off, there will be 3 players trying to kill him. And there you go, the smoke goes off, but another one comes down. Smart play from JN. And Orange Leaf is trying to get some kills through the shot. And JN is not dropping his hand. Now he's standing in. The updraft with the wrong movement, and Reaper gets one, and so does Falcon, leading to a 2v3 situation. This gets one, Lost Boss gets one. The events are entirely turned out. And now that is still a round going in favor of Reckoning. What did I just witness?
That Phoenix, I'm telling you, Trespass knows his work. That was a beautiful take of the side coming in with that Killjoy ult and Phoenix ult combination. Again, if the Killjoy ult is popped, your players are gonna fall back, and the Phoenix took full advantage of it. Just goes running in through a shot, catches the Omen off guard. So much space created, and I really like how Orange Leaf was playing that as well. Manages to tag up. Manages to break the recon for his player. Of course, it was unfortunate that the players died on site, but at the end of the day, all they had to do was play time, and they did that to a T. Even if it was a 2v2, there was no time to really defuse the spike. And Reaper is going to be falling back right now to avoid being spotted by that recon. I think that it will give the Boombot will give away that there is a player close, and I think expecting that they are going to be throwing a nade. And the players will be falling back though, expecting it. I really like how these guys know each other's plays really well. So I feel like FlameXSerenity might be feeling a little bit demotivated right now with all that's happening. The Killjoy turret will go off and multiple players will be shooting at it. It's going to be, it seems like a Bay hit so far with all the players being stacked up. Jet will dash in, but Soa will take him down. Water manages to take down one player, left with 22 HP. Will be traded out by Trisports, and it's going to be a 4v3 retake yet again for the style of FlameXSerenity. It's pretty unfortunate because they always seem to be a player down when it's coming to a retake. They're not able to get those trades as efficiently as the attacking team is really doing.
Yeah. Well, I guess if it's working for them, then why not? It looks like Orange leave. The postman position seems very strong in the map of Ascent. And Reckoning,
no.
I'm pretty sure Reckoning are the ones who chose the map of Ascent, beginning at the attacking, and now they're just shutting FlameXSerenity back to back. Lost gets one and solely get a double and a triple
the spray
and
transfer.
8th round. That was so satisfying. Tap, 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 and there you go. Boom, you have the round in your hands.
I mean, honestly, that round could have gone either way after a point because that lovely recon coming in from Falcon managed to spot out like 2 players on site, and of course, like I said, Sova on Ascent, so vital. You can see that with the wall banks coming in, those kills coming in for the side of FlameXSerenity. However, Lost Boss is just a boss, man. After the play, manages to take down 1, 2, and then 3. They know his position, but what you gonna do if you can't hit your shot? And Lost Boss just taps them into oblivion. It's gonna be yet another eco coming in for the side of it's gonna be yet another eco coming in for the side of FlameXSerenity. They're not gonna really have those guns. And then Phoenix ult again. So what if I'm tagged by a shock dot? I'm on my ult anyway. Jet and Phoenix at double aggression. Misses the right click. Oh, a knife coming in from Water will take down Jay. That's awkward. A bit awkward there, but Lost Box manages to get the trade onto Falcon. A spray through the smoke. Orange Leaf will get a kill. Lost Box will take another, and it's going to be a 2v4 retake. Not many guns there either. I think that Water is just gonna be, that Jet is just gonna be waiting for his teammate to be coming over, seeing if anybody's gonna push through, seeing if they can at least get a gun on hand. Nice shot coming in from Lost Boss. Man, Lost Boss is just so confident after this, and with a 4K again, he will be able to get that on for his team.
That was a beautiful round yet again. And I guess Reckoning has got this match, man. You know, I really love teams. After losing a match, they sit down, they talk, and they know where is this wrong, and they want to prove themselves in the next match. There's no time for them getting disheartened for losing a match. There's no time for them, blaming out each other for mistakes. There's only time for improvement, and look at the massive improvement from one match to another, Zach. I'm completely surprised and very, very proud of Reckoning being so strong at this point. And FlameX, they are putting in down their efforts, man, and one of the reasons why they're not able to execute is not having Nastra, I would say. Especially in the defending side, the gravity pull can do a lot of damage for the players in the attacking.
I think that you're definitely right about that, and both Sova ults managed to do a lot of damage, take one player down each. However, the Jet will be able to get one more kill. Op shot goes out, will not really do any damage. Nice wallbang coming in. With that wallbang, I think that the player will go down. Spike, Orange Leaf picks up the spike. Tricebox manages to get another kill. However, he is traded out by Reaper. 2v2 now. Jet is very, very weak here, and I think that Killjoy might be trying to rotate here if he can get a pick. Spots one, spots the other. It's going to be a really hard round for Orange Leaf. If he somehow manages to clutch this, it's going to be a miracle. Never mind, he has a reasonable chance right now. Takes down one, knows that the Jet is here as well, so you will see a rotation coming in. Once he manages to plant the spike, he will have his ult on hand as well. So, and as Killjoy, 1v1s are just so easy because you have the turret, really annoying thing. You have the Valorant bot, you have one swarm in his hands.
30 seconds
so
left.
I think that Orange Leaf is going to be pretty happy with himself. It should be a pretty easy clutch coming in for him, especially since the Jet is so low. Honestly, I'd be very surprised if the Jet doesn't just die to the turret.
Yeah, I wouldn't be even surprised, like with that low HP. Things are a little tough, but I guess Reaper with the operator, it's finally maybe a chance for FlameXSerenity to get the clutch out. But this looks like a little complicated situation as you have an operator in your hand. An operator can quite backfire you sometimes if you're not really putting it down to the right use, as he's trying to peek down. He knows where exactly is KJ, and the second KJ goes for the peek, he's in trouble. Okay, Reaper, you missed the right peek, but after the turret coming down, and he's down to 9 HP, and there he goes, Zach! As you predicted, the turret is eventually going to take him down. And Orange Leaf, wow, what a 6th player.
I mean, honestly, not that I'm saying anything, but if you're low HP and you're going against the Killjoy, you should just save the gun. That's all I'd like to say, especially if it's an operator. There's not really much you're going to be able to do there. Really good clutch coming in from Orange Leaf. I think that Andy was the one who kind of messed up that. Got a little bit confident, gave up his head to Orange Leaf, especially considering his teammate was, kind of low. We should have played a crossfire, at least like played together to get the trade, but either way it's gonna push FlameXSerenity to get another eco. Jet, however, will have never mind. Jet, however, will have the knives. We've seen how good Jet knives can be before. Tagged by the recon bolt, gets a bit of cover behind the box, but will dash through. Nice shot, will take down JN immediately. Phoenix Splash will come through and OPP play will fall back. Will try to do some more damage. Will hit a shot, but it won't be enough. Orange Leaf will take down Element as well. Phoenix will be able to get a little bit of self-sustain in that gap. Manages to heal himself up to around 100, I think, with that wall as well. And it's gonna be 2 plays under Heaven. Killjoy ult coming in for retake. Interesting ult, really? And I don't know if that's wall bangable. I don't think it is. But either way, Lost Boss is gonna get tagged. Is gonna be taken down. One player will be detained and will be taken down. The trade immediately though coming in from Orange Leaf. Orange Leaf is just on fire this game. 1, 2, 3 kills, 4 kills, and Orange Leaf will take the round. Honestly, I don't know what these guys are on. They're all like getting 4Ks. I really wish somebody would give them an ace.
Yeah. I mean, giving out ace to your teammates, now that's something that our teammates would never allow to do that, man. I mean, it always have to be that one player out of even the click memory or the hand memory. He just clicks out of the enemy and he dies at the last second when you are literally expecting that person to get an ace.
Give me ace. Give me ace.
Yeah, and our teammate will be like, yep, never mind, let's just quickly take an abort and delay his ace and steal away his ace as we move down to another interesting round. Now this is the last round before the side shot comes in, and looks like effortlessly what is going to get that frag on towards Trist. Now Trist going down is one duelist going down, and I feel like this man has been trapped all by himself towards the B-bomb site, and he managed to get a frag. With that set and done, we came down to a 2v2. The spike is going down. We have a player over second. Oh wait, how exactly is Element shooting so accurately, but still doesn't find a frag? Reaper, come on, you literally had your crosshair on towards Jane, but I guess it's going to Element get a double in a collateral, and now that is finally a round, last round but not least one for the first half. FlameXSerenity will be breaking down that 13-0 curse and will be getting the first round on board for them.
I think that I think they'll be happy about it. It's not a 13-0 coming in. The dream has ended for this side of Reckoning. But the fact is that I think that 11-1 is a really strong half, especially on attacking, especially since with the lineup they have, because Killjoy can basically lock down a side by herself. So I think that Reckoning will be pretty pleased with themselves. They should be taking this home. FlameXSerenity has to do something pretty extraordinary to take this to a salvageable situation, and they might. You never know. We've seen some really big upsets in our time. It's gonna come down to whether they can pull it off, whether they have the willpower as well as the confidence to sustain it and take this to a comeback. Meanwhile, though, Elika, what do you think about the plays though? Like, what do you think about the strats, about how both teams are playing? Do you have any insights?
Strats. I mean, I have a lot to talk about Reckoning though, or like I can literally write a book down over at this match for Reckoning. But speaking about FlameXSerenity, I think it's not the strats which are going down, it's just the trade game. And I guess Reckoning Esports have those individual potential players who can get a 1v5 clutch, understand? So I guess FlameXSerenity should be rather depending on team play than going in for solo one-on-ones or aim duels, because that Reckoning Esports have better aim than you. So the only way you can counter them is by playing a 2-1 fight. And I guess so far they are trying to do it, and yet they have been failing. But I guess in the second half they might be doing a comeback. And looking at Reckoning's defense, we've even seen it in the last game. The only reason why Reckoning even lost the last game is because of the number of rounds that they were lacking. And I feel like this time it can be a straight up match point for Reckoning. Their defense is really strong, I believe that.
Careful now.
I think that you're going to see some aggression coming in with Tri-Sports tossing and then Molly, making sure that nobody is going to be pushing through it. Jay already going through. Turret will spot him out. He knows that the Killjoy is nearby, probably playing around high mid, lurking. Falcon as well, taking mid control, just pushing up very aggressively, very confidently. That drone will trying to clear out shot for his teammates. Lost Boss will hear it, will try to fall back to cover his Phoenix, and they're going to be waiting down. Meanwhile, though, the rest of the team seems to be going towards mid, and this is pretty interesting. And we might be looking at a mid B split coming in with the Killjoy lurking down shots. So the first point of contact is either going to be with the Killjoy with the rest of it, or it's going to be Panzer here, and the alarm bot will go off. It will. Oh, the timing that Panzer has gets one player, falls back through the smoke. A trade is unable to happen. And Orange Team knows there's a player on site. A nice dink onto a player. However, he will be taken down, and Jane will be taken down by Andy as well. So it's going to be a 3v4 retake. Oh, yeah, manages to tap the head just before the blind. A jumping right click will take down Panzer, and Reaper will finish it off. Finally, another round coming in for FlameXSerenity. I think that they should be feeling pretty happy about themselves. They should probably win this one as well, because you will see their buy coming in. So the side of Reckoning doesn't seem to be forcing. They're like, you know what, we have a 9-round lead, we can just chill, have a full buy and then finish this off rather than risk things. So I think that this should be a round that probably goes in the favor of FlameXSerenity, unless of course Lost Boss does boss things again and gets like an ace off a sheriff. First things have happened.
Yeah. Well, looks like the prediction quite went wrong. I was expecting Reckoning to be getting the pistol, but nevertheless, we have FlameXSerenity finally back in the action. Maybe they're just learning about Reckoning step by step, but it's too late for them, just like how late it was for Reckoning in the last match. I mean, they still have a chance if they get around 9 rounds back to back. They might be able to put up a good fight, and there you go, Falcon gets the entry, and now the spike will be getting planted down, but nobody knows that there is a player over towards the aiming, and there is also a player towards over towards the heaven. We have 2 players over towards the heaven, and it looks like Reaper is going to be walking in. He puts the headshot against Jay, and then so will Water be getting a kill, and Panzer immediately trades it off, and now we have Astra. Panzer gets a double. Now he's looking for more. He is left in a 1v3 situation. If he gets this clutch down, it can be an ace for him. And he has to go for the clutch, Zach. I mean, he doesn't have a gun to save. All he has is the sheriff, and he has to drive.
Why not? He knows that one player is low. Yeah. Like you said, he has nothing to lose. However, Water is like, you know what, not happening today, buddy. Just chill. But either way, I think that it's not bad. 2 players taken down. That's 2 guns down, and they have to, buy every single round. So these players will have to go for another Spectre or compromise on armor in order to be able to buy next round. You can see that already from their economy, and more importantly, you see that Reckoning does have their full buy. They have their rifles, which will be going up against these Spectres, so they are at an inherent advantage. Again, I really like how aggressive they're playing. Tri-Sports and Jet always pushing a bit forward, making sure that they don't just get rushed. That Molly coming down early. A nice flash over, expecting it comes through. I think that FlameXSerenity realizes that they're pushing every round or aggressing every round, and to stall that, they will be putting down that Omen Flash. An early investment, won't be able to use it for Gen, but still works. And again, you can see how talented these players are, because they're just waiting. They know where the recon's gonna come. They know where the utility is gonna be. So it's just really a pleasure to watch such skill levels.
Yeah. Well, looks like after losing both rounds in the second half, I'm pretty sure Reckoning will be going in for a full buy. Well, Panzer did do some economy damage for FlameXSerenity the previous round, getting a double kill, putting 2 Spectres down can actually do a little difference, I would say. Trust is trying to push over towards mid, and the time he peeks over towards market is going to be getting so many frags. There you go, the target is also being spotted out. A lot of players over towards market. We have Orange Leaf, and look at Trist. Trist might be getting a double triple over here, but the boom bot will be, stopping him. Orange Leaf stops the delay of the plant, gets 1, and now Trist and Orange Leaf, both of them are down.
I mean, this is still very, very winnable. It's very winnable, because if you look at the HP, only the Sova has any real HP. Lost Spots, he's just waiting here. The Recon drone will spot 1 player. Jane trying to get a wall bang. It's going to be a 3v3 right now. 2 of them are really weak. I don't think they know that Reaper is here. Reaper is near switch. They don't really bother checking it. He might get timing. He's going to be sprayed at the smoke spots. 1 player will take him down. Reaper will get the trade. However, it's going to be a 2v. It's going to be a 1v1, 1 HP, and the Omen will get the clutch. Ugh. Again, it was
There you
Panzer
go.
versus the Omen, but this time Panzer could not do it. Rip.
That was really a close one, and I believe that Element. If it was not the Spectre having a better accuracy in the close range, it would have been definitely tough for Element. And Astra was also down to really low HP, and that is a full buy round going into the favor of FlameXSerenity, which means Reckoning Esports no more have the economy. See, they are holding off with Sheriffs right now currently, and looks like they're trying to push over towards the market. Yep, they're going in for a market to mid-lane push, and if it goes into their favor, it can be quite game changer. But I guess Orange is getting away, a killing bed. Water and Falcon are just here to shut everybody down from our team. Water gets a triple, Zach.
I mean, if people are gonna run, you can just keep spraying. Meanwhile, though, the wallbang attempt coming in, the swarm grenade as well will badly miss him. They're just gonna go to A, and Lost Boss is really low here, so I think I'll be pretty happy for him if he manages to get one kill. If somebody gets greedy and decides to push through, it might work out, but I think that this round should be going in the favor of FlameXSerenity, bringing them to 11-5. Now, this is where the team of Reckoning really has to sit down and think, like, why isn't this working for us? And they should be able to win the next couple, I think, because if they do that analysis and figure out why they're going wrong, they should be able to do something about it. A little bit of wall banks coming in, trying to make a difference, but I don't think Water knows that the player is that right now. Lost Boss probably just trying to die to the spike. Doesn't seem to be moving. I think he's just, yep, he is finally. He will be crossing over and will be taken down by Reaper. Waited that long, but nobody took the bait and pushed him. So it's going to be a flawless for FlameXSerenity. They all get to keep their rifles. They should be very happy about that.
Yep. Well, rifles are the most important thing that Reckoning needs right now, and there you go. They're gonna go there. They're gonna go ahead and put down a full buy. They have an operator, Zach, and now Jane with an operator. I haven't seen quite nasty plays, but I did see him putting out a decent operator over there. But I feel like there is duelist below. I mean, I see all the sentinel, all the controller initiatives on top of realism. Maybe Reckoning just really. It really doesn't matter for them who are fragging, or the only thing which matters for them is the round. And now they've been losing 4 rounds in the defending. I thought Reckoning had a stronger defense setup, but somewhere things are going off guard for them. Looks like Panzer will be the one who will punish the entire FlameXSerenity once they go for a peek over towards B bomb side. Orange Leaf and Panzer are a deadly duo, man. Panzer has a very crisp aim, Zach.
It's not just about aim, it's the amount of utility here, and the fact that they're going for a B-main push does not bode well. The pulling them in will do some damage, will keep them from really entering side. The Raze will be alone, will ult backside, but unfortunately Orange will be caught off guard. Panzer, beautiful shot coming in, crisp like you said, Alika. Lost Box will take down Element, however, a little bit of whiff will cause him to get taken down. It's going to be a 2v3 retake right now. The Recon will come, Reaper, however, managed to take down JN. Phoenix Flash will come through, so will be caught off guard. Knows the last place location as well. Shock Dart will come through. There's a little bit of damage. Oh, almost caught with it in your hands, and luckily for Lost Boss, he's able to get away. Little bit of flexing coming through. I think he's pretty happy. 1v1. Despite having the Shock Dart in my hand, I still managed to clutch it out, and he will finally take his team to match point. I think that he's going to be pretty pleased about that. I get a little bit of flexing, but hey, we all do it in the competitive scene, let's face it. We'll get the operator back as well, so it could have gone very wrong, but that was a lovely retake coming in. The Sova recon, the info, the flash, it was all coordinated, and it was just really good to watch.
Yep. Most interestingly, we need to concentrate about Reckoning Esports finally making it to the match point. I mean, they did give away a lot of delays in the second half, but I'm looking forward for what's going to happen next. Although they won the round, Zach, they still don't have the economy to buy the full gun. See, Orange Leaf is holding on towards a Bulldog unless he likes Bulldog or prefers to choose Bulldog over rifles. But I don't think that's true. Orange Leaf's aim is really good.
I mean, we've seen him with the Vandal, dude. Yeah. I don't think anyone would willingly go for that. It's just that because they have an operator and most of the players can afford a gun, they probably just decided to force whatever they can, eco to get the next round, that kind of thing. So the Sova Recon will spot the operator. They do know that there is an operator A Heaven. The orb will be taken by the Sova, I think it was a Sova. Either way, the orb will be taken, and it's going to be seems to be shaping up to be an execute. Don't dry peek that, buddy. Luckily for him, Jane does not manage to click his finger in time, so they're just waiting. Again, they have Phoenix ult is back again. Get the Reaper is just gonna push through. Will get a kill. Orange Leaf will take down Water, however, and Reaper is going to be really low. So Orange Leaf, I think he knows that there is a player really close. He's going to try and peek that slowly. Come through as well.
Yeah.
Sova's ult. Reaper will take one player, but the trade will thankfully be there from Orange Leaf. Will get tagged with a Sova ult on the last thing. So it's going to be a 3v4 attempt coming in. Lost Boss with that log coming through
30
will get
seconds
on.
left.
Will take the player down. Killjoy ult as well. They have to break it, and Orange Leaf knows that. Just sitting on top of it. And the trade is perfect from Tricebox. Reckoning will take this map 13-5, and what a play coming in from.
Yeah, that was such a good match coming in from Reckoning Esports. I would definitely say that they have fell back quite very good, I would say. I mean, looking at the first match of the day, I completely thought that they would have lost their confidence. They couldn't have been performing very well that I expected them to be. But I guess they just crossed my expectations. They did a very good job. And they didn't bring it down to a really close match. And there was a time when FlameXSerenity were having, momentum of getting the rounds back to back in the attacking. But at a point, again, the same mistake as what Reckoning did in the first map is giving away the round lead. Even if you put down the borderline of 8-4 or maybe 7-5 is the least you can go in the first half, no matter in which side you're starting off. If you're in the worst position, I think 7-5 is the worst or 8-4 is the worst you can go. But yeah, nice try coming in from FlameXSerenity. You guys really did a good job over there in the attacking. Not losing hope is one of the biggest things that every esports player should be aspiring for, or one of the best qualities I see in esports players on top tier teams. They don't give up until it hits the 13th point. They really don't. And Reckoning, they've done a good job. And Zach, what are your expectations and how exactly did you feel by Reckoning's performance in Ascent after that match?
I mean, I'm pretty happy. I think they're pretty happy about it. Like you mentioned, I think what separates a pro player from like a person who just plays the game for fun is, is keeping calm even if you lose a map. You lose a map, you win some, but you have to keep your composure. And Reckoning really managed to do that. They weren't demotivated by the loss last game, and this game they just played fantastically. Like I loved how coordinated their utility usage was. Multiple rounds you saw ults being combined in a lot of creative ways. Astra with the Astra ult as well coming through really clutch because it just bought so much time, and I really loved how they played for the objective. It wasn't about fragging out or getting kills or killing everybody. It was about playing time, making sure that the spike would explode, making sure that even if everybody died, the spike would still go off and they would win the round. So I really liked how they were playing it. I really liked the patience coming in from a lot of the players. Of course, there were also a lot of fantastic rounds, multiple 4Ks coming in for the SOA, especially Lost Boss especially really did well. Impeccable shots coming in from him. Panzer as well, brilliant plays, and I think that overall, I think that Reckoning really deserved it. They played it really well, and I'm excited to see how it's gonna be as they progress in this league.
Yeah, I think that was quite a performance from Reckoning, and watching that game, it actually gave me hope that it's never too late to put down your best play, and that's what exactly Reckoning has done. And GG well played for FlameXSerenity, and a good job by Reckoning. In order to get all the MVP and all the player-to-player stats and everything, before we get down to that core session of the post-match analysis, me and Zach will be taking a short break, I guess, and we'll meet you right back here at the desk.
multiple awards for its exceptional performance and design, the G502 gaming mouse is without question one of the most celebrated gaming mice ever made. Now LogitechG has improved upon the iconic with a new superior high-performance model, the Logitech G502 Hero Gaming Mouse. As its name implies, the new and improved G502 Hero Gaming Mouse is equipped with the next generation Hero optical sensor. It more than lives up to its moniker with performance that far outpaces that of previous generation sensors, including the renowned PMW3366. A tremendous boost in its performance manifests itself with up to 16,000 DPI and the capability to exceed 400 IPS. All with zero smoothing and unbeatable accuracy. The Logitech G502 Hero Gaming Mouse also lands loaded with a wide range of customizable features. It boasts 11 programmable buttons, including a sniper button, which when held down switches the DPI to your precision aim preset. You can also tweak the mouse's balance to fit your personal preference, with 5 individual weights fine-tuning it from 121 grams to 139, whilst light sync technology means you can enjoy visually stunning RGB lighting across 16.8 million colours. It also enjoys onboard memory for storing up to 5 different profiles, adjustable DPI with DPI shift, upgraded click switches, and an updated braided cable. To find out more about the new Logitech G502 Hero Gaming Mouse, just hit up logitechg.com.
हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू दिस न्यू वीडियो एंड दिस इज मी सिक वॉरियर। ये जो नया साल है ये काफी ज्यादा रोमांचक होने वाला है एंड नया साल आया है तो नई चीजें लॉन्च होनी चाहिए, टेक्नोलॉजी एडवांस होनी चाहिए और जो आप गेमिंग पेरिफेरल्स, गेमिंग एसेसरीज यूज कर रहे हो ये भी एडवांस होने चाहिए।
So today we have with us G512 mechanical carbon keyboard.
2021 is here. So, जैसे ही हम इस कीबोर्ड को पकड़ते हैं और आप इस कीबोर्ड पे एक नज़र मारते हो, आपको दिखेगा द 5052 एल्यूमिनियम मैग्नीशियम अलॉय का ये कीबोर्ड, जिसकी फिनिश पूरी कार्बन फिनिश है। मतलब ये जो आप टेक्सचर देख रहे हो, जो कलर देख रहे हो, पूरा कार्बन कलर है। आई लाइक इट दिस वे बिकॉज लाइट्स रिफ्लेक्ट करती हैं, उतना मज़ा नहीं आता, बट दिस मैट एड्स ब्यूटी टू माई होल सेटअप। ये तो हो गई लुक्स की बात, और अब अगर आप इस कीबोर्ड को उठाओगे तो आपको दिखेगा कि कितना हेवी एंड स्टर्डी कीबोर्ड है ये। जब आप इस कीबोर्ड के नीचे देखोगे तो आपको दिखेगा कि इसके नीचे जो ग्रिप्स लगे हुए हैं बहुत ही ज़्यादा सॉलिड है, और जब आप इसको अपने टेबल पे रखोगे और इंटेंस गेमिंग सेशंस के बीच में आप होता है कि कभी कभी आपका हाथ हिल जाता है, कभी कभी आप कुछ कर रहे होते हो जिससे कि कीबोर्ड आगे पीछे सरकने लग जाता है एंड पूरा एक काइंड ऑफ जो अरेंजमेंट होता है वो खराब हो जाता है, तो वो चीज नहीं होनी चाहिए। तो इसके लिए इसकी जो ग्रिप्स हैं बहुत ही सॉलिड हैं, और साथ ही साथ इसके नीचे जो हैं यहाँ पर हाइट एडजस्टेबल स्टैंड्स दिए गए हैं जिससे कि आप इसकी हाइट को एडजस्ट कर सकते हो, और साथ ही साथ इसकी जो स्ट्रेंथ है वायर की वो बहुत ही ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग है। मैं अब कैसे बताऊं, इस पे इसको खींच के तो बता नहीं पाऊंगा, यू गेट द पॉइंट, इट्स वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग। तो इसमें जो स्विचेस यूज किए गए हैं वो है GX ब्लू क्लिकी स्विचेस विच आर वेरी गुड, एंड इनको मैं काफी टाइम से यूज कर रहा हूँ इन स्विचेस को, एंड मुझे कोई भी शिकायत का मौका नहीं दिया है इन स्विचेस ने। जैसे ही मैंने अपना कीबोर्ड स्विच किया ना और इस पे पहली बार गेम खेला, यू कुड हैव सीन द रिएक्शन ऑन माय अनबॉक्सिंग वीडियो। आप जब मैंने इसकी लाइव स्ट्रीम पे अनबॉक्सिंग करी थी और जो रिएक्शन था वो लिटरली आप देखोगे तो आपको पता चलेगा।
Doesn't matter how skilled you are, if you don't get a good भाई कीज का रिस्पॉन्स टाइम कितना तगड़ा था, मैंने ऑल टैप किया फट से ऑल टैप रजिस्टर हो गया भाई।
प्रेस करने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा रिस्पॉन्सिव है। इससे क्या होता है, आपके जो एफर्ट्स होते हैं गेमिंग में वो कम हो जाते हैं एंड यू विल डेफिनेटली एन्जॉय योर गेमिंग मोर। इसकी जो लाइटिंग है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा एम्बियंट और परफेक्ट लाइटिंग है, जैसे कि मुझे पसंद है। और जब आप इसको अपने पीसी से कनेक्ट करोगे और साथ ही साथ लॉजिटेक G सॉफ्टवेयर को डालोगे अपने पीसी में, तो आप इसमें बहुत सारी चीज़ें कर सकते हो। तो अब मैं आपको इसके कलर चेंज करके दिखाता हूँ लॉजिटेक G सॉफ्टवेयर से। कलर वेव है, ब्रीदिंग है, जैसे कि अभी ये देखो ब्रीदिंग इफेक्ट मैंने इसमें डाला है। ब्रीदिंग इफेक्ट कितना बढ़िया लग रहा है एंड you'll fall in love with this। स्टारलाइट हो गया, एको प्रेस हो गया, स्क्रीन सैम्पलर है। अब इसमें एक फीचर और है जो कि मुझे पर्सनली बहुत अच्छा लगता है G सॉफ्टवेयर में, जो कस्टमाइजेशन का, जिसका नाम है ऑडियो विजुअलाइजर। तो अगर कोई गाना चलाओगे तो उसकी बीट्स के अकॉर्डिंग यहाँ पर लाइट ऐसे छन 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 छन, मतलब आप समझ गए होगे राइट मैं क्या कहना चाह रहा हूँ। इसको जब आप प्रैक्टिकली खुद यूज करके देखोगे ना तो आपको बहुत ही ज्यादा अच्छा लगेगा। लॉजिटेक G सॉफ्टवेयर इज द कंप्लीट डेस्टिनेशन टू डू ऑल ऑफ दिस। ये जो RGB लाइटिंग है वो लाइट बंद करके कैसी लगेगी और कितना बढ़िया लगेगा लाइट बंद करके, तो लेट्स गो। तो गाइज यहाँ पर मैंने लाइट बहुत ज़्यादा डिम कर दी है, बंद कर दी है, मतलब अपने कमरे की ऑलमोस्ट सारी लाइटें बंद कर दी हैं। और यहाँ पर आप देखो कितना ब्यूटीफुल एंड शानदार दिख रहा है ये। अब बहुत सारे कॉम्बिनेशंस हैं, फुल RGB 16 मिलियन से भी ज़्यादा आई थिंक कॉम्बिनेशंस हैं जो कि आप कर सकते हो। लाइटनिंग इफेक्ट है, लाइटनिंग इफेक्ट दे सकते हो, कॉन्ट्रास्टिक है, और फ्री स्टाइल में बहुत सारे एनिमेशंस मिलेंगे आपको, और यहाँ प्रीसेट्स में बहुत सारी चीज़ें मिलेंगी। सो फाइनली गाइज, टू कंक्लूड दिस ऑल, अगर आप एक ऐसे कीबोर्ड की तलाश कर रहे हो, आप ई स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर हो या प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर हो, आपको एक अच्छा कीबोर्ड चाहिए, द प्राइस actually justifies what you are getting. You can check out the other gaming keyboards from Logitech G। बहुत सारे कीबोर्ड्स आते हैं, बजट में भी आते हैं, उससे ऊपर भी आते हैं, और टॉप एंड के प्रोडक्ट्स भी आते हैं। सो यू कैन ग्रैब वट एवर यू फाइंड इन योर बजट। ये था मेरा ओवरव्यू ऑफ दिस कीबोर्ड, और अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो तो प्लीज़ मेक श्योर टू लाइक, एंड कमेंट सेक्शन में अपना कोई भी डाउट हो तो आप पूछ सकते हो। इस वीडियो को शेयर करना मत भूलना अपने दोस्तों के साथ, अपनी फैमिली के साथ, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ। दोस्तों और फ्रेंड्स almost the same, so it's the same. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on my live streams. Bye guys.
Well, I guess with that short break settled down, once again we are back in the action. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Logitech VALORANT Esports India League. And currently we are at the playoff stage. We finished the qualifiers. That was a smooth cakewalk. But right now, things are going pretty rough. Not everybody is maintaining their consistency, especially we saw Reckoning on the first and the second match. They had a massive change. And also, I'm your caster, Ralika FTW, and with me joining on the desk is Zach, of course.
Yo, what's up? And it was pretty good. Like it was a really couple good matches. We saw Reckoning in the first map, a rough time, but second map they really managed to dominate, I would say. And we have the scorecard coming in, and you can see that, for the side of Reckoning, the top fragger was this Sova. He had like two 4Ks, I think. Really insane plays coming in from him overall. Perfect recons, perfect ults. Following him closely is Orange Leaf. We saw him clutch multiple times, especially I think my favorite moment of the entire game was his 1v2 against, which he made it to 1v1 and then finally got a kill off the turret. Huge fun. Please give autograph. But yeah, after that we have Trice, JN1 and Panzer. All of them did their parts. I feel like with these teams, it's really not a question of who has the most skills, but how they play as a team. And I think that's what really made the difference. Because if you look at the side of FXS as well, you can see that four of the players had decent frags, almost comparable to the team of Reckoning. It's just that the
Yeah.
coordination or the trades wasn't as good.
But overall, I felt like Reaper did a really good job. Even though his team lost, he had the highest number of first bloods, Zach. 5 first bloods. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Reaper, when he goes down, to the Discord to talk his teammates, he can proudly say that he has given his best. He's also top fragging. Apart from that, he has given 5 first bloods, and he's also planted, which usually duelists don't do, unless it's actually a clutch situation. But yeah, overall, I really love the way how Reckoning Esports have showed their performance. They've quite surprised me. And also, we have a player-to-player card coming up as well. That is Reaper versus Lost. As we were speaking about both the deadly players, it's just a kill difference from both of these players. Reaper If you only hit 19, it would have been equalized alongside Lost, but I guess Lost, he had a kill advantage. Not kill, but he has 7 assists to his name. Now that is quite impressive, Zach.
I mean, as a Sova, you're gonna get them, when your teammate reveals an area. I mean, when you reveal an area and your teammate gets the kill, it does count as an assist. So, I mean, not of course, they could have also been like 120s. We all know how frustrating that is. Or 140s. You tap somebody on the head with the phantom, you think they die, they don't. But either way, it's pretty impressive that it happened. And meanwhile, though, the next the next match is going to be coming up. It's going to be Beyond Infinity versus Outset, and the map we're going to be seeing is yet again Ascent. We see that Haven and Icebox have been banned by Beyond Infinity, and Split and Bind have been banned by Outset. So, I mean, I don't mind. It would have been nice to see another map after this one, seeing that this one was Ascent as well. But I love Ascent as a map, and it's always nice to see what kind of strategies people come up with, so I can like yoink them and put them in my own games. So should be an interesting map again. Like, what do you think are like the agent picks? Because you also play this game a lot, Alika, so I'd be interested to hear your thoughts about
Yeah.
that.
More than playing, I guess I've been talking about this game for a really long time now. I just feel like it's a part of my life. And yes, I'm not surprised by the fact that Beyond Infinity is going to go out and choose such a map. Ascent is one of the strongest, and it's also the basic map. Come on, I mean, each and every player who sets out their foot into esports, professional player, they have to be mastered in the map of Ascent. And here we have the Beyond Infinity esports lineup. We have Kanok, Manflame, Mati, Splitten, Wasuli, and Muffin Loop. Okay.
Muffin
I
Loop,
am so
okay.
happy to see female players like Muffin Loop coming up ahead, and I'm pretty sure that she's very well known in the community and in the country as well.
Bro, Muffin Loop is scary. Literally, I've played against her. I see her on the map. I get deleted. There's like no other way. Honestly, like she's such a talented player. She's so versatile, and honestly, I would say that she's one of the best Astra players in the scene right now. She's just so good. Her lurking is so good. Her fragging is so good. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna fangirl all day if you let me go on in this vein. But either way, I'm pretty happy to see her on this roster, and I really hope that we see her playing today because I feel like she can really make a huge impact for her team. So Buffalo Papato, I think for we already saw the outset lineup. I think that Bones was insane on that game on Haven. Bones just played it so well. So hopefully he'll be able to continue doing that with his Sentinel plays, unless he ends up picking something else. We saw Bacon on that Astra as well. I believe he was pretty clean as well. No, Bacon was the Phoenix. Sorry. Either way, all the players on the first map they did do a lot of work. Atharva on the smokes, pretty great to watch. So it's going to be. I think that they will be pretty confident seeing that they won their first game, and they will be trying to do the same again. But it's gonna be a tough match, is what I think. And just secretly, I know that Akasa is not supposed to have favorites, but since Muffin is that, I am gonna just favor that a bit. I hope that Beyond
Yeah.
Infinity does well. But I am excited to see how this game will go.
Well, I guess favoritism can be covered up by your predictions. So I'm pretty sure that your predictions will definitely be Beyond Infinity Esports. And I am surprised to see Infinloop as well. She's playing in multiple rosters, in female and in a mixed team. And it takes a lot of, a lot of confidence and a lot of hard work, a lot of time into the game, especially she being a streamer and she's handling multiple things at a time. And I'm really proud of having such players. And of course, thank you, Logitech, for putting out such a good event
Select
in
your
Platonia,
agent.
for hosting such kind of tournaments which lead to, outcase and, show the talent of a lot of young players in the scenario, Zach. And I guess we are done with the map pick selection, and Bones is going to go ahead and pick up KJ. Oh, surprisingly, we have KJs from both of the teams. Something very happy. We have Raze, we have Jet, and looks like everything is almost a similar lineup except for the fact that Inferno has gone for Omen. And Muffin Loop has picked up Jet. I've never seen him in Jet. I saw her playing Astra. I saw her playing, other other agents like Killjoy. But it's going to be my first time watching her as a Jet. So I hope she's all ready to impress Zach and me. What do you say, Zach?
I mean, I'm gonna get impressed either way, bro. I'm a simple person. I see Muffin Loop, I like.
Yes,
But
by the name Muffin
like you
Loop.
said, I just like watching her play. She's very clean. But either way, I mean, same. Like I've seen Muffin on Reina before. I've usually seen her play Reina, but she's gonna be on Jet today. And I mean, I think it's gonna work out for her because Muffin is one of those players that has like really cracked aim, and I feel like with those jet knives, she's just gonna be deleting people. Already the first round we see her on that frenzy jet knives, making sure that she can't really buy smokes more than one smoke. Usually, in the past, she used to be able to just chill, buy two smokes, buy an updraft, whatever. But right now, with the new meta, it's gonna be a little bit harder than that, and we see that it's going to try and be a B hit. Very fast execute coming in. Anais will take a lot of damage from that swarm. Already down to 34 HP. The Killjoy will take him down. However, Split Down will be taken down by the Raise Nade. It's going to be a 4v4. Killjoy alone on side. Try and tank it. Gets a dink onto Deoxys, but will go down. Side should be there for the taking now. Bacon will push forward. Here's the Boombot coming. Will try to wait and break it and manages to take it down. It's going to be a 4v3 retake now. The Sova is really weak, so this should still be doable if they just assemble and wait. Bones again. We've seen Killjoys before. This is a very crucial position to hold for them because having at least one player main is very important. So. Bones will take down Marty. It's going to be a 2v4 right now. Muffin still alive, has that frenzy, has full HP. She's trying to push forward, trying to see if she can get a kill. And will take down Bones. It's going to be a 2v3 right now, but Muffin is really low.
One
so
enemy
it's
remaining.
gonna see. Masuli gets one with that nice right click. Two players backside.
Thanks.
Deoxys does get the headshot though.
Ah, well, looks like that was quite an unexpected round. Outset being able to execute such a beautiful setup against, Beyond Infinity, and yet they managed to get that round into the favors. I'm really impressed by the first round. But, getting the first two rounds is a job, but maintaining the consistency from then is
Right here.
something I'm looking forward for. And Outset, they already played one match and I guess they won against Reckoning Esports, and now to keep maintaining that consistency, they even have to win this match. And Beyond Infinity, as it's their first match of the day, I'm pretty sure they have done all the homework, all the warm-up. It looks like Elias is already pushing that W so hard that we brought it down to one player, and that is Astra getting spotted down at the A shot. I mean, there's nothing much that Astra can do. End the round quickly, move down to the full buy round, where I'm pretty sure that Beyond Infinity will be getting some kicks over there against Outset. Well, Astra is trying to get a pick. Unfortunately, won't, as Bacon puts him down to sleep. Few rounds for Outset. Zach, somewhere I feel like Outset confidence has been even more increased because after winning, having that win against Reckoning Esports. And now when it comes down to the comparison between Reckoning and Beyond Infinity, Reckoning has been there in the scene for a while. But yet again, Beyond has one of the, youngest and one of the aggressive players like Muffin Loop and Gunhawk. My bad. I hope Muffin Loop fans don't take me in the wrong way.
Don't worry, you are forgiven. But anyway, we will be going into the full buy round finally. You see some Astra stars coming in. The pull will come through for Muffin Loop to peak, but nobody is going to be walking into that quite yet, so she won't really get much kills. The door will be closed as well, and it will be open so that, even if they close the door, the site will be able to do something on the side. So Muffin, she's going to be trying to push forward into side, waiting to see if somebody will be pushing through that smoke, but nobody seems to be making that mistake yet. A nice nade will come through, will not really tag anybody up, but will again stall that push. We see the players just waiting. Asha recovering one of her smokes as well, just in case she needs to smoke pretty quickly. And it's just going to be a waiting game. Who's going to lose patience first? Who's going to do something? The smoke will come through for A shot, a paranoia for Jen, and they know one player's location. Muffin Loop will get a kill onto Bacon. Will be able to dash back before the trade comes through. It's going to be a 4v4 retake right now. Muffin being sprayed at, unfortunately. We'll get another kill. Bones will go down. 3 kills already for Muffin. So clean. 9 bullets left. Peeks a bit and Mikona will get the trade.
Last player standing.
It's going to be just the Killjoy left. Gunhawk now. Knows that both players will be
30
on site.
seconds left.
And here's one reloading as well. One player jumping through main, somehow gets away. Ooh, a nice shot. Unfortunately, the round will. Unfortunately, despite the 3k, it's not gonna be enough, and the round will be going to Outset.
Yep. Here. Well, I honestly agree with you. The fact that Muffin went in for a double over there and she was looking for more, but only she had bullets in her hand. It could have been an easy job, but looks like after losing all the 3 of the rounds, it's going to be quite difficult for Beyond Infinity right now. Beyond Infinity, they have to go for an eco. After losing a full buy, there's nothing that they should absolutely seeing in Vasuli. Vasuli gets instantly headshotted by Bones. It's so surprising to watch Bones getting the entry, and in no time, Anas gets another one. That means 2 players going down, and so another one. Eco, it's going to end as quickly as possible. Unless Muffin Loop has some other strats to be executing. Muffin Loop
Spike
has a
planted.
Jets ultimate out. That is the blade storm, and now I exactly don't know how many frags she's gonna go ahead and get, but if she gets the round, everybody will be going crazy. It's all about her. She already used to offer blades, gets one, she might be getting another one, but there's a person close to her, she
Player
gets
standing.
one. Unfortunately gets taken down Medioxus, but not a problem. We have Astra in a 1v2, and I guess one of them is flanking her and one of them is over towards the bomb site. And Astro, I think Marty is very close to be getting the clutch done, to be honest. Unfortunately, it won't be happening, as Inferno has a better choice of weapon, that is Phantom, and now it's gonna be putting him back to the sleep. But Muffin, look, good job, lady. 2 kills with the blade storms and giving backup for your teammate Astra. Even even though you know for a fact that it's an eco round, she still went ahead and she fought instead of picking up some guns and going in for a safe.
Now you're gonna see her on that operator. I mean, wow, okay. We saw her frag out with the gun, we saw her frag out with the blade storm. Now the next is operator. I suppose maybe this time she'll be able to, get that out for a team. And again, we're gonna see a little bit of mid-aggression. Turret is out there to prevent peaks. Shoots down towards A shot. I really like this turret because it gives you so much info on who is peeking where. Okay, and Sova again. This is why I'm saying Sova is so annoying on this map. Little bit of a recon. No one breaks it early enough, and one player will go down. I think that the lockdown will be available. Yep, the lockdown will be coming down onto the B side. It should be a B execute coming in soon, and unless they smoke this, it's going to be pretty unfortunate for them. One player is spotted, will fall back and to the wall bang. So annoying. So as detained, Anais is able to get the trade, but the Molly will take down Anais. It's going to be a 2v4 right now, and a 3k coming in for Gunhawk. Well played, first shot on the board for the side of Beyond Infinity, and I think they're going to be pretty happy with themselves.
Yes. First, but they need to put down even more rounds into the favor in order to, get that comeback against Outset. But Outset, they're very aggressive, man. They already have a 3-point lead, and that's 1-4. Attacking, having lead in Ascent, it can be quite risky sometimes. I'm quite not sure what exactly is, the strategy is coming in from Beyond Infinity. Muffin Loop picked up an operator. Now this is going to be quite interesting to watch. She takes down the turret, and now she might go for another peek. But yeah, listening to the operator sound, I'm pretty sure nobody is going to go for that peek again.
I mean, they might try to pull off a double peek, but I don't think they're going to make that mistake. One way coming through, Muffin is just going to be able to hold that angle. We're seeing if anyone's going to walk into a trap. Meanwhile, though, the A-shot control has been taken by Anais. Boombot will give away his position, and he might try to fall back to win. The drone will come through as well, trying to clear that angle off for the players. But Muffin is going to be holding it nevertheless. I really like this. I like how aggressive she's playing with the Jet right now, knowing that she has that dash to fall back on safely, and she's just going to be holding. Meanwhile, though, Vasuli will be taking a lot of damage, and it's going to be pretty hard. The Omen, I don't know how that missed, but it does seem to be an A execute coming in. A little bit of wall bang. Muffin almost gets a pick, but Anais will take her down. A little bit of recklessness coming in from Vasuli. Bacon will get that kill. It's going to be a 2v4 retake right now.
Last player standing.
Just one player left. Bacon is really low. If Bacon peeks again, might be a kill for Splitan, but there is a player waiting to back him up as well, really close. So either way, it's going to be a pretty hard round. They might try to just save it, especially Splitan. Just waiting to see if he can get any picks of the players waiting here, but I think that this is pretty much done.
Down.
The recon will come through, and finally with the operator, Anais will take down Splitan. It's going to be another round for the side of Outset, and they're really showing a power pack performance today. They seem to be pretty happy with themselves, and it's going to be an eco yet again coming in for the side of Beyond Infinity. Pretty unfortunate that. I like how they took their time. They managed to always clear off the angle before pushing it, and they use the turret, then they use the drone, making sure that the operator wasn't going to be in play. I really like the patience coming in from them. So it's going to be a broken by coming in for the side of Beyond Infinity. Muffin picking with the Marshall. Unfortunately, the Vandal does more damage. I think that that's going to be a 4v5 right now. Gunhawk might be trying to push, but that doesn't seem to be the case here. Asoli, meanwhile, going for an aggressive peek down mid, pays for it. Phantom versus Vandal down mid is not a very good
Standing
idea.
ahead.
But, well, sometimes you just gotta get the recon will come through as well. Doesn't spot anybody on side. Marty, however, will get the timing on Deoxys and will take him down with that Spectre. Wonderfully played by him. Meanwhile, though, it seems to be a B execute coming in for this team. A lot of what will go out. The molly will go out as well. A bad bit of damage will be taken thanks to the raise nade, but the side should be cleared and the spike should be going down soon. It's going to be a 5v. It's going to be a 4v3 retake coming in.
Yeah.
So far, yeah.
Well, seems like the Hunter's Fury, it did not actually give up the position for Bones. I was expecting Bones might be getting tagged a little bit. I'm pretty sure the drone also will be on checking that corner out. But the second, look at the crossfire and Nice and Bones have got right now. And I guess he'll be getting the double kill all by himself. But Nice, the kill stealer, of course, will come into the play over there. We have Marty all left by himself in a 1v5 situation actually. And then he's gonna effortlessly take the last kill and put it down for the 6th round. And wow, Outset is definitely outsetting the opponents right now. 6 rounds back to back in attacking, that is quite impressive, Zach. And looking at the scoreboard, it's a nice leading the charts with 13 kills, 3 deaths and 4 assists.
I think that Anas just needed to warm up because the first game he didn't seem to be having as much of an impact as he could be, but I think this game he's finally done with it. He's saying that he's here to shine, and yeah, it's going to be another half buy / save coming in from the side of Beyond Infinity. They're going to be getting whatever they can so that they can have a buy next round. Pretty hard matchup for them. 1-6, it's still doable, it's not over yet, but it's a very hard ask. Because when you have so much of a lead, especially when you're switched for defending, it's gonna be a bit annoying. Meanwhile though,
One enemy
enjoy
remaining.
a nice right click onto his face will take him down, and it's gonna be just Martin left again. Managed to take down Bacon. Kind of low HP, expects one player to be coming up A shot, and he's gonna be waiting here for Deoxys, I think. Yeah, Deoxys is gonna be here as well. They're chasing him down. Reload will give away his position now, and Deoxys will take him down.
Well, that leaves us with 7 rounds for Outset right now, and looks like they're completely putting a one-sided affair match against Beyond Infinity. Well, Beyond Infinity is gonna take them a little time, but their defense is lacking something. Their defense is going a little weak against Outset, and Outset, their agents are not so much to talk about. In turn, we actually have Omen coming in from them and winning games with the Omen in your hand. That is something that I would have never expected from Outset. They won the first game against Reckoning. I was like, okay, maybe Reckoning was just not having their day, and now they go ahead and trying to grab the win against Beyond. But this is actually making me say that we can set our own meta, Zach.
I mean, meta is just basically what works. If you manage to make things work, people will rip it off from you and call it meta. So in theory, you're right, I suppose. You're absolutely right. And I think that there has been a pause called. I think it's a technical pause. Something has happened. We will be restarting, and yep, here we go. Score is out on Muffin finally as they're operating again. Oh, nice. Okay. Expecting the operator, goes for the updraft peak, and Muffin couldn't flick fast enough, so it's pretty unfortunate. I think the razor could also come through. You can see Bacon trying to go through, trying to get a pick on it. Puts the ult out again. Nobody's there, so the ult will fail. Gets tagged. Will get wall banged by the Sova. Tries to give a counter wall bang, but it won't be enough. And Smatan with that, Odin will take the player down. Anais is really weak as well. I think Muffin managed to give a leg shot with the operator. She just couldn't hit a body. Pretty unfortunate, but still doable. Deoxys, meanwhile, has pushed all the way up to Windows.
Taken out.
We'll see one player, a nice shot onto Marty, and Asia should be taking the spike, should be going down pretty soon.
a couple of swarm grenades come through as well. Onyx is just gonna have that operator just hold. Deox as well playing very aggressively, tags up one player very much. Recall will come through, so will give away the position of at least 2 players, and Deoxys will be taken down. Maybe 3 good retake coming in. However, a lot of time has passed, and I don't really know if a retake is possible at this juncture.
And as long as the team is willing to go for that retake, I'm pretty sure it can be possible. And I guess Bones is just not going to be allowed into the bomb site, as Inferno, a really good choice of using the ultimate, as Splitting goes out and grabs kill against NS, which puts them in a 1v2. And Inferno, he has no other option but to go for a save right now. Oh, never mind. Actually, there was no time left for even them to defuse, so it is actually another round for Outset, and I'm just going crazy, Zach, right now. They're absolutely doing nothing. I mean, nothing outplayable ways, but they still are getting rounds.
I mean, it was a very hard retake because you had so much utility. You had it was a really hard retake coming in, and it's commendable that they managed to kill everybody. But it doesn't matter if you can't defuse the spike. And I feel like they could have stuck it because they knew that one player was main and the other player ulted out, so he either had to be main or away. But the fact that if you don't stick half at that perk shot, you're gonna really pay for it. Meanwhile, though, Sova will get info that multiple players are gonna be outside B main. A bunch of utility is going to be spammed, whether it's a shock toss or the nades. Will do a little bit of damage, but won't be enough. However, a nice shot coming in from Bacon will do a lot of damage out of that race. Will kill the race as well. And it's going to be Muffin left on half her HP. She will have that Spectre in her hand, but I don't really know how much she'll be able to. Muffin will get one player, but Bones is there for the shade, unluckily. And it's going to be a 4v3 right now.
Yeah. I really not expecting this retake because the spike hasn't been planted down, and defenders, they just have one player left, and that is our Killjoy, Gunhawk, and it's an eco round on top of that, so not much expectation. But I thought he'll be going ahead and picking grabbing a kill towards CD, but I guess NL won't let him do that, so it's gonna quickly shut him down and put him back to sleep. That is 9th round on board for Outset, and there is absolutely nothing that can stop Outset right now. Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to be that way. They have the Killjoy ult again, they have the Sova ult again, so they're gonna be pretty satisfied with themselves. However, there is Raze ult and Asha ult available for the side of Beyond Infinity, so they might want to try playing for retake. But either way, this round, it seems to be pretty much it should go in the favor of Outset, I would say, mainly because of that Killjoy ult. There's so much that you can do with it. Boombot coming through for info. Vasily pushing up. I don't know if they can finish this ult here. Vasily, however, pushes out, gets a kill, and will be falling back because he's created an advantage right now. Very important pick that, especially considering it was one of the duelists that had utility that was very important to clear a side. So it's just going to be Deox left on the E side waiting for either a pick or for the rest of the teammates to rotate. So Muffin, however, will take on Anais in the meantime. It's going to be a 3v5 retake. Bones might not decide to use the ult, might decide that instead, or you know what, it's a 3v5, let's just see how much damage we can do before deciding if we want to come with this ult or not. Called by him, I think.
Interestingly, I feel like this round might or might not actually go against into the favor of Outset, but I guess they are just trying to grab more and more kills right now. As Outset once again, they go ahead and grab a kill and split down with an Odin. What can he do? I mean, he can put up a good show, but I guess Bones has something better to do, as Martyr is still sitting down in the under heaven and trying all the way from 5v3 to 2v3, and now it's a 1v3. Outset, what is happening over here? As Gunhawk is the last one standing down, and like he will go down in flames along with his teammates, putting 10 rounds for Outset and just one round for Beyond Infinity. And Beyond Infinity, they really need to work on their different side, especially in the map of Ascent. Zach, who picked this particular map again? I'm pretty sure it was Outset who picked the map of Ascent, right?
I think it was Outset, yeah.
Yeah, they're starting off in the attacking as well, so it pretty much makes sense for me, and they are actually giving out their best.
I mean, again, they won the first round, first map. They're going to be pretty confident on the second as well, and you can see that coming in from them. The side of Beyond Infinity is going to have a bit of broken by. You see the specters, you see the half armor. You know that it's going to be a bit hard, but sometimes you don't have a choice. And only able to come through, and Bones is just waiting. I love how patiently this man is playing. Perfect Killjoy. Playing off for you to trying to get the kills off it, and the board will spot a player and be committed. A spray will come through as well, but neither spray is really doing a lot of damage. No, might just takes quite a bit of damage right now. And Inferno is able to get that shade as Bacon will go down, leaving them in a 4v4 yet again. I love how quick and precise these trades are for both these teams.
Yeah. What we need to be concentrating more on is the fact that Nice is putting up some quite crazy kills with the operators act. And now if he keeps doing that, I don't think that, things are gonna end into the favor of Beyond Infinity in the first half. I mean, either way, things look pretty tough for Beyond Infinity right now. Gunhawk all by himself trying to hold off towards the teammates, and he's been doing a good job, to be honest, putting up those nanoswarm grenades, and the respawn will be coming in through, but I guess it was just the wrong timing, and a lot of bullets have been pasted by Split, and none of them actually find a frag. So once again, Beyond Infinity left in a 2v4 situation. This time we have Killjoy, the spike planter with a little HP. So they might or might not be setting out the best.
I mean, it's gonna be a 2v4 retake. It's gonna be pretty hard. Nice, especially with that operator just holding, making sure that nobody really pushes them. And I mean, if they can get a couple of picks early, it's gonna be okay. Otherwise, it's gonna be hard. Meanwhile, though, the ult will come through, dividing half a side away. The bull will come through the backside. Throw a recall will be used as well after tagging players down. However, it's not going to be enough as both Anais and Inferno will get the last 2 kills and take the team Outset to the 11 points of the first half.
Yeah. Well, looks like this time it's not really in our hands to let Outset stop their aggression in turn. Unfortunately, Beyond Infinity will be ending the first half with 11-1 score. Oh, all I see is ones, man. Well. Maybe it actually does a funny little joke. The more number of ones you have, the most aggressive position, trying to go in for a flank, and she already had someone watching her push. So these are the little things that Beyond Infinity needs to take care of. And what are your thoughts, Zach? What do you think exactly went wrong for Beyond Infinity to lose that match?
I think that on attack they just had a lot of trouble trading off each other, and on defense, well, they were just weak. Multiple rounds you saw the mid pushes coming through, you saw so much control being taken by Outset, and nothing could be really done about it. Outset was just really careful and precise with their plays, and they just couldn't cope up with it. They were always trading, they were always using utility to clear off a lot of corners. They weren't really taking dangerous angles or peeking in those kind of situations. And even in rounds where they had the advantage, even when, for example, the round where it was a 3v5, all they had to do was hold, but instead, they get a little bit aggressive, they get a little bit overconfident, they push, and then they pay for it. It became a 1v3 at the end of it. So things like that, small things, I feel like it will come with the experience. Outset certainly showed that they are stars today, and I'm really looking forward to see how they do in the rest of this tournament.
Yep. Well, I guess with a lot of lengthy post analysis match, we still have a lot to talk about regarding who's going to be the MVP, the play-to-player head-to-head analysis, and what exactly went wrong. I mean, I wouldn't say went wrong, but what exactly was the performance from individual players in the game. We'll be talking about more about that after we take a short break, and me and Zach will be right back here with the fifth match of the day going live.
Yep. See you soon.
awards for its exceptional performance and design, the G502 gaming mouse is without question one of the most celebrated gaming mice ever made. Now LogitechG has improved upon the iconic with a new superior high-performance model, the Logitech G502 Hero Gaming Mouse. As its name implies, the new and improved G502 Hero Gaming Mouse is equipped with the next-generation Hero optical sensor. It more than lives up to its moniker, with performance that far outpaces that of previous generation sensors, including the renowned PMW3366. The tremendous boost in its performance manifests itself with up to 16,000 DPI and the capability to exceed 400 IPS, all with zero smoothing and unbeatable accuracy. The Logitech G502 Hero Gaming Mouse also lands loaded with a wide range of customizable features. It boasts 11 programmable buttons, including a sniper button, which when held down switches the DPI to your precision aim preset. You can also tweak the mouse's balance to fit your personal preference, with 5 individual weights fine-tuning it from 121 grams to 139, whilst light sync technology means you can enjoy visually stunning RGB lighting across 16.8 million colours. It also enjoys onboard memory for storing up to 5 different profiles, adjustable DPI with DPI shift, upgraded click switches, and an updated braided cable. To find out more about the new Logitech G502 Hero Gaming Mouse, just hit up logitechg.com.
हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू दिस न्यू वीडियो एंड दिस इज मी सिक वॉरियर। ये जो नया साल है ये काफी ज्यादा रोमांचक होने वाला है एंड नया साल आया है तो नई चीजें लॉन्च होनी चाहिए, टेक्नोलॉजी एडवांस होनी चाहिए और जो आप गेमिंग पेरिफेरल्स, गेमिंग एसेसरीज यूज कर रहे हो ये भी एडवांस होने चाहिए।
So today we have with us G512 mechanical carbon keyboard.
2021 is here. तो जैसे ही हम इस कीबोर्ड को पकड़ते हैं और आप इस कीबोर्ड पे एक नज़र मारते हो, आपको दिखेगा द 5052 एल्युमिनियम मैग्नीशियम अलॉय का ये कीबोर्ड, जिसकी फिनिश पूरी कार्बन फिनिश है। मतलब ये जो आप टेक्सचर देख रहे हो, जो कलर देख रहे हो, पूरा कार्बन कलर है। आई लाइक इट दिस वे बिकॉज लाइट्स रिफ्लेक्ट करती हैं, उतना मज़ा नहीं आता, बट दिस मैट एड्स ब्यूटी टू माई होल सेटअप। ये तो हो गई लुक्स की बात, और अब अगर आप इस कीबोर्ड को उठाओगे तो आपको दिखेगा कि कितना हेवी एंड स्टर्डी कीबोर्ड है ये। जब आप इस कीबोर्ड के नीचे देखोगे तो आपको दिखेगा कि इसके नीचे जो ग्रिप्स लगे हुए हैं बहुत ही ज़्यादा सॉलिड है, और जब आप इसको अपने टेबल पे रखोगे और इंटेंस गेमिंग सेशंस के बीच में आप होता है कि कभी आपका हाथ हिल जाता है, कभी कभी आप कुछ कर रहे होते हो जिससे कि कीबोर्ड आगे पीछे सरकने लग जाता है एंड पूरा एक काइंड ऑफ जो अरेंजमेंट होता है वो खराब हो जाता है, तो वो चीज नहीं होनी चाहिए। तो इसके लिए इसकी जो ग्रिप्स हैं बहुत ही सॉलिड हैं, और साथ ही साथ इसके नीचे जो हैं यहाँ पर हाइट एडजस्टेबल स्टैंड्स दिए गए हैं जिससे कि आप इसकी हाइट को एडजस्ट कर सकते हो, और साथ ही साथ इसकी जो स्ट्रेंथ है वायर की वो बहुत ही ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग है। मैं अब कैसे बताऊं, इस पे इसको खींच के तो बता नहीं पाऊंगा, यू गेट द पॉइंट, इट्स वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग। तो इसमें जो स्विचेस यूज किए गए हैं वो है GX ब्लू क्लिकी स्विचेस विच आर वेरी गुड, एंड इनको मैं काफी टाइम से यूज कर रहा हूँ इन स्विचेस को, एंड मुझे कोई भी शिकायत का मौका नहीं दिया है इन स्विचेस ने। जैसे ही मैंने अपना कीबोर्ड स्विच किया ना और इस पे पहली बार गेम खेला, यू कुड हैव सीन द रिएक्शन ऑन माय अनबॉक्सिंग वीडियो। आप जब मैंने इसकी लाइव स्ट्रीम पे अनबॉक्सिंग करी थी और जो रिएक्शन था वो लिटरली आप देखोगे तो आपको पता चलेगा।
Doesn't matter how skilled you are, if you don't get a good oh भाई कीज का रिस्पॉन्स टाइम कितना तगड़ा था। मैंने ऑल टाइप किया, फट से ऑल टाइप रजिस्टर हो गया भाई।
प्रेस करने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा रिस्पॉन्सिव है। इससे क्या होता है, आपके जो एफर्ट्स होते हैं गेमिंग में वो कम हो जाते हैं एंड यूल डेफिनेटली एन्जॉय योर गेमिंग मोर। इसकी जो लाइटिंग है वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा एम्बियंट और परफेक्ट लाइटिंग है, जैसे कि मुझे पसंद है। और जब आप इसको अपने पीसी से कनेक्ट करोगे और साथ ही साथ लॉजिटेक जी हब सॉफ्टवेयर को डालोगे अपने पीसी में, तो आप इसमें बहुत सारी चीज़ें कर सकते हो। तो अब मैं आपको इसकी कलर चेंज करके दिखाता हूँ। लॉजिटेक जी हब सॉफ्टवेयर से कलर वेव है, ब्रीदिंग है, जैसे कि अभी ये देखो ब्रीदिंग इफेक्ट मैंने इसमें डाला है। ब्रीदिंग इफेक्ट कितना बढ़िया लग रहा है एंड you'll fall in love with this। स्टारलाइट हो गया, एको प्रेस हो गया, स्क्रीन सैम्पलर है। अब इसमें एक फीचर और है जो कि मुझे पर्सनली बहुत अच्छा लगता है जी हब सॉफ्टवेयर जो कस्टमाइजेशन का, जिसका नाम है ऑडियो विजुअलाइजर। तो अगर कोई गाना चलाओगे तो उसकी बीट्स के अकॉर्डिंग यहाँ पर लाइट ऐसे छन 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 छन, मतलब आप समझ गए होगे राइट मैं क्या कहना चाह रहा हूँ। इसको जब आप प्रैक्टिकली खुद यूज करके देखोगे ना तो आपको बहुत ही ज्यादा अच्छा लगेगा। लॉजिटेक जी हब सॉफ्टवेयर इज द कंप्लीट डेस्टिनेशन टू डू ऑल ऑफ दिस। ये जो आरजीबी लाइटिंग है वो लाइट बंद करके कैसी लगेगी और कितना बढ़िया लगेगा लाइट बंद करके, तो लेट्स गो। तो गाइज यहाँ पर मैंने लाइट बहुत ज्यादा डिम कर दी है, बंद कर दी है, मतलब अपने कमरे की ऑलमोस्ट सारी लाइटें बंद कर दी हैं। और यहाँ पर आप देखो कितना ब्यूटीफुल एंड शानदार दिख रहा है ये। और बहुत सारे कॉम्बिनेशन है, फुल आरजीबी 16 मिलियन से भी ज्यादा आई थिंक कॉम्बिनेशन है जो कि आप कर सकते हो। लाइटनिंग इफेक्ट है, लाइटिंग इफेक्ट दे सकते हो, कंट्रास्टिक है, और फ्री स्टाइल में बहुत सारे एनिमेशन मिलेंगे आपको, और यहाँ प्रीसेट्स में बहुत सारी चीजें मिलेंगी। सो फाइनली गाइज टू कंक्लूड दिस ऑल, अगर आप एक ऐसे कीबोर्ड की तलाश कर रहे हो, आप ई स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर हो या प्रोफेशनल प्लेयर हो, आपको एक अच्छा कीबोर्ड चाहिए, द प्राइस actually justifies what you are getting. You can check out the other gaming keyboards from Logitech G। बहुत सारे कीबोर्ड्स आते हैं, बजट में भी आते हैं, उससे ऊपर भी आते हैं, और टॉप एंड के प्रोडक्ट्स भी आते हैं। सो यू कैन ग्रैब whatever you find in your budget। ये था मेरा ओवरव्यू ऑफ दिस कीबोर्ड। और अगर आपको ये वीडियो अच्छी लगी हो तो प्लीज़ मेक श्योर टू लाइक एंड कमेंट सेक्शन में अपना कोई भी डाउट हो तो आप पूछ सकते हो। इस वीडियो को शेयर करना मत भूलना अपने दोस्तों के साथ, अपनी फैमिली के साथ, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ। दोस्तों और फ्रेंड्स almost the same, it's the same। Thank you so much for watching। I'll catch you on my live streams। Bye guys।
And with that, we will be coming back. Welcome back to the Logitech Esports League India. I am Zach, and with me is Elika, my co-caster, and we are really excited to be presenting this for you guys today. And Elika, what a couple of matches we've had today. We had Reckoning absolutely. They were a bit slow to start in the first, but second match they really popped off. And of course, Outlast, just fantastic performance coming in. Anais, especially on that jet, such a powerful agent, so well utilized by him, I would say. Really commendable coming in 6 first bloods. Like, that's true MVP performance, I would say. And it's clear that he's been quite the difference maker. I mean, rest of the team as well, there are no slouches. You see Fluff on 14 with that Sova, Bones, MVP of the first map, 10 kills on the second. Really, really doing well. And yeah, I think that it's a pretty good performance coming in for the side of Outlast. They're definitely very, very happy with it. And 13-1, that's no score to like really slouch at.
Yeah. Well, looks like Enes is having quite a good day with his kills today. Not only this match, but even in the previous match against Reckoning, he did perform really well. And Muffin Loop, it all comes down to her when we speak about Beyond Infinity. She is the only one with a double-digit score in terms of the fragging department. And yeah, she did, try her level best. But I guess sometimes it's not in your hands, or maybe it's just not your day. Or maybe we had Outset with a winning streak who are looking really desperate for all the wins. And here we are, the first match the first match for Beyond Infinity. They lost it against Outset, and it was the second match for Outset, which they effortlessly when they carried with, won the match with. As we have player-to-player analysis, Anais versus Muffin Loop, Akanksha. We have Muffin Loop is sitting down with 10 kills and Anais with 22 kills, 6 deaths, and 5 assists. Although when it comes down to, the kill-death ratio, I feel like Anais is just way too much ahead of what Muffin Loop is, and right now 0.77, and from Anais we have 3.67.
I think that that's partly because of the backup he had from his team. Because if, as you can see, it's both of the MVPs on each team, and everybody also on Anice's team had at least 10 kills. So it's a bit unfortunate that Muffin probably didn't have the same backup. Maybe because she's new to the team, maybe because she's just starting out. But either way, I think that for her first match, going up against all these players, Muffin really did. Team MVP, she put up a fantastic performance. Team MVP, think that she has a really bright future ahead of her in competitive play, and I think she can only get better from here. So, Anais, of course, 22 for 6. That's just insane.
Yeah. As we move down to the important thing, that is the points table coming up there, ladies and gentlemen, for the playoffs. We have Outset, Reckoning, FlameXSerenity, and Beyond Infinity. These four teams, and currently Outset Esports is leading. They have played two maps and they won both of them. Reckoning has played three maps and they won both of them, or two maps out of them. So it looks like Reckoning Esports and Outset Esports, they both are currently standing down at a very at a very close rate. All Reckoning is just Reckoning needs is one more match, one more win into their bag. Or it can be an easy match for them. And speaking about FlameXSerenity and Beyond Infinity, both of them have 0 wins. So it's going to be quite tough to tell who might be ending up in the first two places. According to me, I feel like Reckoning is doing a really good job. So so is Outset. If it's not Outset versus Reckoning, I'm pretty sure Reckoning would have been on top. But I guess we have two more matches to go, so it's gonna pretty much tell us that who might be taking the lead in the points table.
I think so too. And the differential here is going to be the round difference. And we see that Outset and Reckoning both are sitting very comfortably because there have been a lot of one-sided matches happening today. Hopefully, the ones that we see going forward will not be the case with them. I think that Outset, even if they win one more match, they should be qualifying from this group. I think the Reckoning will probably want to lock in their spot as well. But either way, it's going to come down to the next two matches that we will be having, and we should be them pretty soon.
Yeah. Well, I guess with that setting down, we've come back to the caster screen, and Zach, after 5 intense matches, I've realized one thing. Sorry, 4 intense matches. I've realized one thing is that Reckoning is a very good team. They have a huge potential to go ahead, but the only problem I see in them is that the agent picks. I mean, if it was definitely Sova, I would have been expecting a better comeback from Reckoning in the map of heaven. Them picking a breach on the defense, it makes sense, but when they're starting off with the attacking, it was kind of off guard for me. Do you feel the same way? Like,
I
Sova puts down most of the job in Haven, the Hunter's Fury, the recons, and everything.
I think that it was an unconventional pick for sure, but they really played off it well. So their idea behind the breach was to be able to take a lot of area very aggressively and cover a lot of space, which they did pretty effectively. The problem was the way that Outlast countered it. They decided that, hey, look, they have a breach, they have a race, they're going to be pushing really aggressively. I don't want to be needed or blind, so I'm just going to play for retake. And the retakes were perfect. We noticed that most rounds they were playing for retake. They had the Cypher util for info. They had their SOA. They had the SOA as well. So when you have so much info on a team, you might as well play for retake. It's not like a really huge problem. So I think that in that case, it was justifiable. It's not that the breach pick was bad. It's just that Outlast was able to read it and make sure that they play for retake rather than compromise on other things.
Yeah. Well, looks like